I think we're live. Hi,
Hello,
guys.
everyone.
Hello,
Hello,
hello.
everybody.
Woohoo. I'm here for the booze, Mare says. Absolutely. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome. Happy early Halloween. We're feeling the spooky vibes today. So, we definitely have curated and crafted some really cool things today to bring you guys. So, hopefully, you guys love Halloween as much as we do. I know I can speak for the three of us here that we love Christmas, but we equally love Halloween as well. So,
Yes,
we've got some
absolutely.
fun stuff today. And I see the very first comment in the chat today was Tumbleweed. Hello, welcome. And I see Diane. Hi, Diane. Thanks so much for being here. And my favorite Karen Williams is in the chat today. Hey, Karen. And while Tracy is here, thank you, Tracy, for putting all that awesome stuff in the chat. When we get started, Tracy is going to be our official bid ender today. So thank you so much, Tracy, for doing that for us today. Who else we got? I see a lot of names. I see the lovely Shanna is in the chat today. Hey, Shanna, you gotta pace yourself, girl. Pace yourself. Yes. Who else? Who else? I see Northwest Sunshine. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for being here. And Jana. And who else? Who else? I see Linda Lee. Hello, hello. And of course, Jason's mom is in the chat. Hi, Jason's mom. Thanks for
Doing you
joining
proud,
us.
Mom. Doing you
And
proud.
there's my mom. Hello, mom. Thank you for joining. We've got Tammy Benton in the house. And we've got Lisa Reiser. Hello, hello. And one of my favorite YouTube screen names, Constant Crazing. And hello, LaDonna. Hello. I'm glad that you could join us today. I see Sajero. I'm probably not going to say that correctly, but hello and welcome. I'm sorry. Heather's in the chat. Hi, Heather.
Hey,
Yay.
Heather.
So much fun. I see so many familiar faces in the chat today. Hi, Karen and Kathy and Lisa and Zoe. Hello, you guys. And Garden Magic. Kim. Oh my goodness. Hello, Judy. Yes, I do agree. Jason needs a man purse to go with his outfit today.
I'm clutching it below the screen. You
I'm
guys
sure
can't
you
see it.
are. I'm sure you are. Hello, Cindy. So I believe Jason is Grandmama Tucker today.
Yes, yes.
We've got the original Mother Tucker in the house. Yes.
You whippersnappers, we're going to sell some
Whippersnappers.
vintage.
There's Karen and Aloha Sharon. Thanks for being here today. I see Bridget, and I think, oh, I gotta say hi to Tina. Hey, Tina girl. And I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I do apologize. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to have a fun sale today. We each have 10 rounds of Halloween goodness to bring you today. I do want to have everybody go around and just introduce yourself. I will go last, just for anybody that you don't recognize up here on the screen. So, Jason, I'll have you go first. I'll have Bill go next, and I will go last.
All right. I'm Jason from MothertuckersAntiques. I invoice through PayPal. That way it's safe for you and it's safe for me. I also use Pirate Ship to get you guys the cheapest rates possible. Every sale this week will be invoiced either Friday or Saturday. So if you buy from me for multiple sales this week, I will be combining shipping for you. Please make sure you're following me here on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. It is Mother Tucker's Antiques. Also follow me over on Instagram. And if those of you that aren't familiar with me, I do own a brick and mortar here in Pennsylvania, which is where I will be shipping from, right out of the Lancaster area, about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. So if you guys are ever in the area, please give us a Google. Our address and everything can be found very easily. Come on in and shop our shop, and there's 40 active dealers. So that's a little bit about me.
Awesome.
So hi, everyone. I'm Bill, GardenGuyBill, if you don't know me, over on Instagram and occasionally over here on YouTube when these gracious people invite me over. I never say no. So I also invoice using PayPal and Pirate Ship. I am shipping from New Jersey. And if you are in the northern New Jersey area and you would like local pickup, we can arrange that at the shop. You just need to message me. And I will start invoicing tonight and continue into tomorrow. I do have 2 sales on Friday. So if you'd like an open box, I'm absolutely okay with that. Just let me know.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And hello, guys. I'm Amy of Enamor Amy. I am the yellow winking kitty you guys see in the chat. So thank you so much for being here today. I do ship from Michigan, also use Pirate Ship, PayPal, all that good stuff. I will be doing my invoicing for Monday and today's sale tomorrow, but I will be the guest over on the Vintage Quartet on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Traveling Buttons channel. So if anybody purchases today and you want me to wait until after Thursday, just let me know when you email your information. I'm happy to carry things over just to save you on the shipping. So I see some more friends that popped in on the chat. I saw Lizzie pop in. Hi. And Mixed Mom, hello. I saw KB and Cole. Hi, good to see you guys here. Oh my goodness. And I saw Zona pop in. And Time for Treasure. Hello. All right, you guys. I think I have rambled on a little bit too long, but we're going to go over how the sale is going to work today. If you guys have not attended a YouTube live sale today, I know I had a few people from Instagram that were going to come over today and wondered if the sale was similar. And yes, it is very similar how it works on Instagram. Just the chat and the format is just a little bit different. So I do recommend, if you guys plan on bidding anything, to be watching on a mobile device or a tablet. That is always going to be faster than a computer. And the layout is going to look differently on a computer. Your chat's going to be off to the side versus at the bottom if you're watching on a tablet or a mobile device. But definitely those two options are going to be the fastest for you. There is always a lag on YouTube. Some days it's worse than others, but definitely there's always a lag. So I always recommend periodically throughout the live sale to exit out completely. So click that X, exit out completely, and then come back into the chat. That will refresh your feed and that will get you to the most current point that we are at. And you can always check at the bottom of your screen. There should be a little red bar at the bottom. Make sure that's all the way to the right. That'll make sure that you're most current in the live as well. And if you are watching on a computer, always check and make sure that you are in live chat. You want to be in live chat, not top chat. If you're in top chat, that kind of is the most popular comments, and you might be having some funky bids and really weird lag. So always make sure you're in live chat so you don't have your bids come in after the bid in, because that will happen on occasion. All right, so we are doing 10 rounds of Halloween goodness today. We're doing all offer up style, so that will be an auction. So we will show you an item, we'll give you a starting price, and I will highlight the starting prices up here on the screen. And if you're interested in bidding in any of those items, all you have to do is type down in the chat, and we will do a quick little auction for those items. We will do a countdown, and then the highest bid that we do see before the bid end will be the winner. Try and get those final bids in as soon as we start that countdown. Usually we start from 15 seconds. Don't wait to put those in because of the lag. You might come in after the bid end. So I don't want anybody to be sad today that they missed out on something because you waited. We are allowing the just in case bids today. So if you guys are not familiar with the just in case bids, if you're actively bidding on something and you want to make sure you secure yourself, throw out a JIC with the highest amount that you're willing to pay for that item. And if you win with a just in case bid, we will bid you up over $1 over the next highest amount. However, if there are multiple just in cases thrown out during the countdown, those do turn into actual bids. So keep in mind, don't throw out those crazy weird numbers. You might actually have to pay that. So in the case of 2 just in cases, we go by the highest just in case and bid you up $1 over the next just in case. We do have an official bid ender today. That is the lovely Tracy TNT. Thank you so much, Tracy, for doing that. So you will be racing Tracy down there in the chat. So we will only accept bids that come in on our end before Tracy's bid end. We do have to go by what we see on our screen due to the lag and the filtering and the internet speed and all that good stuff. So that is a lot of information. I think I got everything. One quick note, if you guys win anything today, our emails are up here on the screen. We do need the following information from you if you win today. We need your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. If you do not have PayPal, that is okay. Send all the same information and we can send you a direct link to your invoice and you can check out as a guest. I think that is everything. My goodness. That's a lot of information. Thank you guys again so much for being here today. I think order-wise, let's go Jason, Bill, and then I will go last if everybody's okay with that. Okay, cool. All right, let me get Jason over here. All right.
All right, gang. I have a lot of choice items today, so I promise I will go as fast as I can, and I will articulate what to call each one as we go through each thing. So, Amy, my first round is going to be choice. It's going to start at $12, and it's going to be on some die cuts. Now, they're not the thicker die cuts. They are also like a thicker cardboard. So, they're not always the thickest in all four of these choices. So this is your first one starting at $12. This one is marked at the bottom, made in USA. It is right here in very small font. So it's right, boom. Well, good golly. There we go. It's right there, made in the USA. This one does glow. There is a little bit of tape residue right up here at the top. Hopefully that's picking up, just a little bit of tape residue. And there is some issue to the back. But other than that, I think this is a sort of rarer one. All the green glows, and so does the fire down at the bottom. So I can kind of tell that that is picking up. So this is your first choice at 12. It measures 8.5 by 8.5. Like I said, I grabbed some that I thought were a little different that you don't normally see. This is your second choice. This one is probably more like a thicker grade paper. So this one's also starting at $12. It is 8 by 12. This gives me Hallmark feels, but I could not find Hallmark marked anywhere on it. There is no damage, but you can tell that it definitely had perforations and was, popped out of a thicker piece of paper. So that is your second choice. The third choice is an older one. I think this one actually, these would have wrapped around a lantern. So this is probably the oldest one that I have today. It is marked made or printed in the USA. So this one is what I call a very dapper jack-o'-lantern fella. So this one measures 5.5 by 10, and I'm starting these at $12. This was your third choice. Again, overall good condition. You could probably remove that tape, but I think that this would have fit around a candle. Back in the day, it would have been one of their lanterns that you would have used it for. There is just slight wear, but for the age, still in good condition. And my favorite is the ghost guy. I have never seen him before. Could not find any markings. There are a few bends right here to, let's call this his tail, to his tail there. This is a thicker grade paper, but I think he's great nonetheless. His eyes do have a slight glow to them, but not as much as I want to always try to throw that light, see if I can. Not as much as the first one that I showed you with the witch. But I'm sure that this is made in the USA, or it gives me, Hallmark feels. So again, starting at $12, this was your third choice. The ghost measures 7.5 by 12. So I'll quickly go through them again, and then we will move on if there's no interest. But again, it is 7.5 by 12, starting at $12. That was your fourth choice. This was your third choice. This is probably, I'm assuming, from the 1930s or 1940s. Zoe, thank you. I see you for 12. We're looking for 13 or more. No major damage, but you can tell there is some tape residue from years that they've hung it, with tape. And then, of course, it does have its arms here that you could, take the tape off. I'm not sure how many more times you can open and close it because that's definitely going to tear apart. The second choice was this, I think is very 70s. Kind of scarecrow pumpkin. He gives me very much Hallmark feels. And then your first choice, which I thought was very unique, was the smaller. It's probably 60s, 70s, made in the USA, one-sided. There is some, tears to the back from when they probably taped it up on the wall, but it really doesn't distract from it.
Jason, do you remember Kilroy?
Yes, that is exactly
so much like that.
Yep. That's exactly who that reminds me of. And like I said, I tried to grab some that seem that they're very unique that you don't see every day. I'm not sure how rare they are, but I just know that they are different. So that's what I was going for. So Zoe, you have the high bid at 12. And gang, we do have giveaways today. So I will be giving things randomly away, randomly away with some things that I've marked on my paper. So you'll be getting some free giveaways. So, all right, Zoe, you got the high at 12. Let's count it down. We're looking for 13 or more. So let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Zona, we see your 13. Zona, we see your 14. Securing your bids. I'm not sure if we missed other ones in there. Hopefully everybody's in live chat. Hopefully YouTube is not filtering today. And there's the bid end. So, okay, so Zona and Zoe. So Zoe. Okay, Jason. So Zoe, you got first choice at 14. So Zoe, let me know if you want the ghost at 14. You can take them all at 14 each. Then we'll call this pumpkin with hat. And then this one is, we'll call this one pumpkin or scarecrow. And this one we'll call witch. So Zoe, that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna call it witch. And okay, you want the top hat pumpkin. Gotcha for that. So that's yours for 14. And then Zona at 13. Let me know what you're interested in. Okay, got you down for that one. So we still have the scarecrow, we still have the ghost, and then we still have the witch available. So I can watch the comments, Amy. I don't want to hold us up. Okay. But Zona, if you were interested at 13 for witch, ghost, or scarecrow. All righty, I can watch the comments.
Okay, sounds good. Okay,
Amy, I'm also going to start for choice at $12. And I have two of the same thing. I have two new old stock jumbo top hat inflatable Mr. Pumpkins.
Oh my God.
They are 20 inches large. They are double-sided. There's a happy face on one side and a sad face on another side. And I have not taken them out of their original bags to see what the sad face looks like, but it's there. There is no UPC code on this, and it is a Taiwan product. So it's leading me to believe that it's either early 70s or before. I did research the company that made it, which is the Jenny G Sales Company from Chicago. It is no longer in existence. That address is now a nail salon. So we know that this company is no longer, at least in that location. But these are really spectacular and big. Inflatables were popular in the 70s. And I don't know, do you guys remember those inflatable costumes in the 80s?
Yes, I remember those.
On your head. I forget what they were called, but they were such a big deal. I always wanted one. It never happened for me. And then, of course, there are some nice little instructions in case you don't know how to inflate an inflatable here on the back. But just such a nice find to find this new old stock Halloween inflatables in the bags.
So the pumpkin, when it's blown up, is 20 inches?
It's 20 inches large, yes, with a top hat.
That's so cool.
And again, it has a happy face on one side and a sad face on the other side, according to the markings on the bag itself. So Auntie, for you, I see you in at 15. Thanks so much. Oh, Katie, I did see your 12. Sorry about that.
I would be tempted to take one out of the bag.
Would you?
Why?
I would
want to know. I would want to know what it looks like.
To buy both, take one out and keep the other one in the bag.
You can always deflate it and staple it right back in the package.
That's true. That's
I'll
true.
tell you, we know if Katie gets one, she's going to rip that out and inflate it immediately. Immediately, she'll set that free.
Yeah. It's got to breathe. I mean, how long has it been in there? You know?
Yeah, a long, long time. I mean, wow. I mean, how cool. Just so cool. So we have a bid at 15 right now. This is for choice. There are two if a couple people would like to grab them. Katie, I see you back in for 16. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So remember, there are two available. You can use it just in case if you're interested. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So right now we're just looking for 20 or more or a bid end. Tracy TNT is our official bid ender.
Yeah, Sherry, the struggle is real.
I love the eyelashes. I love the eyelashes on those pumpkins.
I am dying to know what the sad face looks like. So congratulations, Lori. You have the high bid at 19. Let me know if you would like one or two. And Katie, you have the backup bid at 16 if Lori doesn't take both.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Do you want me to wait, Bill?
Oh, go ahead, Amy.
Okay.
This is easy.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Hi, guys. Again, thank you so much for being here. Oh, look who just joined us. Hello, Misty. Thank you so much for joining us today. Lori wants both of your pumpkins, Bill.
Fantastic.
Okay. So thank you guys. I know we've got some more people in here since we first started. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. All the Halloweeny goodness. My first item today is going to start at $8. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I love vintage greeting cards and ephemera. I have a large vintage greeting card collection myself. And I don't come across Halloween greeting cards hardly ever. Earlier in the year, I did go to an estate sale and I was able to pick up a few, and I'm down to my last couple ones, but this one is super adorable. So this is a tent card. All right. So it can fold flat. All right. And it is double-sided, completely flocked.
Oh, wow.
And I like that the back of the kitty says boo back there on the back side. The front is adorable. So all the black is flocking. It is in good shape. And then all of the white and orange is just printed on there. I like that it's just simple. It says Happy Halloween. So it does have a tab here that you can stick through the back. And it even has directions on the bottom. Insert in slit. Very direct there with the directions, but you put it together and then it will sit flat for you. No flower frog required for that one. It's in good shape. There's no tears or weirdness on here. It has been used. Okay. So we've got a cute little Inky the Good Luck Kitten says Halloween is fun. So I'm sending him to wish you a very happy one. And it's signed Grandpa and Grandma Hill, which is cute. So this is a Norcross card for those of you that actually collect vintage greeting cards. Norcross did some of the kitschiest, cutest greeting cards, especially Christmas and Halloween ones. So very, very cool. You guys, I am seeing your bids. Thank you so much. So right now, Zoe has the high bid at 10. So I'll give you a quick measurement and then I will do the countdown and we can move on to our next round. This measures 7 inches tall by 5.5 inches wide. So that is the size there, but definitely adorable, easy to stick into a display on a shelf, or if you want to give it to somebody too. Very cute. I would love to get that as a gift. Absolutely. All right. So Zoe's in at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. I'm going to start that countdown. We're looking for 11 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow, meow. Bid end.
Meow, meow.
All right. Rachel, I see you're 11. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do have a lag, you guys. I don't think it's terrible, but we do have one.
That card is so good, Amy. You can see the flocking through the screen.
Yes, and it's very fuzzy and soft. Yes, yes. A lot of the mid-century flocking sometimes gets some bald spots on it or scratches. This guy's in pretty good shape. All right, so there is the bid end from Tracy. Zoe, your 12 did come in after the bid end, so this will be coming to Rachel for 11. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Yay. All right.
All right, Amy, my next round is going to be choice, and it's going to start at the spooky number of 13. Ooh. I just thought that would make it a little better. So I'm going to try to channel my partner in crime, my vintage Gent David, and hold these up. Well, and it's not going to work. So I'll show you 3 of them, and I'll hold 2 of them. So it's going to be choice on the candles. Not all of these are girly candles, I don't think. So at 13, this is the first 3 that you can choose from. So here is the candle. And this one I'm pretty sure is girly. So that one does have its paper on the bottom. Paint is in really good condition and has its wick. The ghost measures about 3 inches tall. Then I have the little girl. She also has her paper bottom. She's missing a little bit of paint right there on her broom. So I see everybody's bids at 13, and then I see Zona at 14. Other than that, her paint's in very good condition. And then we have the larger witch. And the larger witch is probably the tallest of them. She's about 5 inches. She not only has her original bottom, but she has her original price tag of 29 cents when she sold for the first time. So you can see that there's no real major chipping, no major issues at all. Maybe just a little bit to the black paint right there. So those were your first 3, and these last 2 did not want to cooperate. So this is your other choice here. It's your little wizard pumpkin guy. He would have had a cardboard base as well, but that is missing, and I'm almost certain that he's girly, and he measures about 4 inches. And then also that I think is harder to find is the owl. So there's just a little bit missing right here at the base where the orange is, but he has his wick and he's missing his bottom. And these guys do stand, but they do get a little topsy, so they're not sitting so well on my board. The owl is about 3 inches tall as well. So that's on choice on all of the candles. Let me see if I can channel David, even though I took his seminar on holding things up 101 out in Ohio. It doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me. So those 2 do not want to stand up. So we see everybody's bids. Thank you. Ashley, I see you. You're 20. Those 2 don't want to cooperate. So we're going to do a countdown. Yes, Freddie, there is just in case today. And Ashley, we see you're 20, and I saw everybody else's bids. Tina of 17, Zona of 16. So these are your choices.
You guys are bidding for 1, so it is choice. So the winner will get to pick 1 or multiples.
Yep. So whoever has the high bid will gain the right to pick whichever ones they want at their winning price. So let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 21 or more. And these 2 do not have their cardboard bases. So that's why they are not standing well on my board for me. So let's go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Maybe if I wasn't so shaky. But that makes for good YouTube, right? Thanks for good YouTube. So good YouTube. So thank you, JK. We see you're 21, and I'm just going to sit those 2 wobbly ones down. So John, congratulations, my friend. You get first choice. So we'll call this one witch, this one girl, this one ghost, this one we'll call pumpkin. Very good shape. And then this one is the owl. So at 21, you can take any variation of either the owl, the pumpkin, witch, girl, or pumpkin. So you want the pointy pumpkin. All right. You got it, John, for 21. I'll write you down. Gotcha. For 21. Thank you so much.
And then, Ashley, I wasn't sure if you still wanted to keep your bid in since you weren't sure that it was choice to begin with initially. So just let us know if you still want that to stand or not. Otherwise, I'll move to Tina would be next in line. So just let us know, Ashley, if you still would like to pick 1 for 20.
And then Tina, at your high bid, in the meantime, if you can have in mind what you thought you wanted at 17, that way we can keep it moving, because I did double down on a lot of choice, not thinking that through. So Ashley, at your 20, if you wanted, you could pick 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Okay, she said she's going to pass.
Okay,
so
Ashley.
Then it would go to Tina at 17.
All right, so Tina, let me know if you wanted the witch, the girl, the ghost, or the pumpkin at 17. All in very good condition. This one is missing just a little bit of its paint down here at the bottom, some of its orange paint. I didn't even see if any of these would glow. Well, yes, the bases, all the orange does glow. So, okay, and then, so we're still waiting on Tina. So Tina, let us know which ones you want.
Tina wants the
witch. All right, thank you at 17. Got you down for the witch.
And then Zona would be next after that at 16.
All right.
And I
All right.
think that covers everybody that was bidding.
All right. Thank you.
Rachel all the way back at 13. If you go back that far. So you guys, just let Jason know in the chat. Zona wants the ghost.
Gotcha. For the
if
ghost.
you guys still have a pick that's available, let Jason know in the chat, you guys.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much. And then anything that's unclaimed, we'll come back at the recap. We will do a recap at the end as well.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right. All right, Bill, what you got?
Okay, Amy, I'm going to start this at 24. And I am a sucker for these hobbyist Halloween ceramic pieces, particularly if they're dated and we know they're from the 70s and the 80s. And I have this piece today, the pumpkin with this cat. When you look really closely, the cat has green eyes on it. It's just really spectacular. And it is a hobbyist piece from 1985. It is marked on the bottom, and a person with the initials EDM created it. And one thing that's really special about this pumpkin piece is that it does light up. It has a light kit, and it has an on-off switch, which is really nice as well. It is an older cord. It's in great condition though, so I wouldn't be concerned using it. But you can see that the hobbyist who painted this painted the inside as well. So it has a red light in it. That's not a clear light, that's a red light. Just makes it really glow. I turned it on after dark and it's just pretty spectacular. It is a big piece, just so you know. It's 11 inches tall and it's 12 inches from this side of the cat to the other side of the pumpkin. But I can't say that I see any condition issues with it. I don't see a chip. I don't see any paint loss. It has just been preserved very, very nicely. It is painted all the way around. There is the light kit that clips on, so it's not one of the freestanding ones. It's a clip-in light kit, and the cat is just really painted so well. Give you a little close up on the face. And as you can see, it's a centerpiece for your display if this is something that you're interested in adding to your collection. This was a talented artist who painted this particular piece.
You know, I was just going to say that they took the time to go back over the gray paint with some black to really get in the crevices to show off the fur in the cat. They did a really good job at painting that.
I mean, look at the depth even in the dimension you see with the pumpkin too. It's just not all orange. They put some other colors in there.
Some shadows and things. Yeah. Yes.
Just really, really fantastic. Plus, it's a pleasant piece too. If you're looking for something that's not so spooky, but kind of spooky fun, maybe a little kitschy too, this is such a nice piece. And I just love the green eyes on the cat.
Me too. He's cute.
I'll light it up one more time, then I'll start a countdown. Just a really, really nice piece. Okay, so KB has the high bid at 25. So we're looking for 26 or more. We're looking for 28 or more if anyone is interested. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end from Tracy TNT, or a bid right now of 29 or more. KB has the high bid at 28. These are very nostalgic for me because this is when I was like in my trick-or-treating years, these sorts of things. Okay, so KB had the high natural bid at 28. Lizzie came in with a just in case of 41. So Lizzie, this comes to you for 29. Thank you so much.
Yay. Congratulations, Lizzie. That's a cool piece. Very cool piece. All right, my next item is going to start at 24 as well. I don't know if you guys saw my previews on my community tab here on my channel or on Instagram. I did make some of my handmade Halloween items to bring to the sale today. I just love to do the kitschy crafts with vintage. So my first handmade piece today is starting at 24. And this is a fun, I'm going to get my hat out of the way so you can see it. There we go. It is a vintage Hallmark flocked black cat. sitting up there at the top. And he is perched on a vintage candy box container. So the front says Tricks and Treats. It has this fun owl graphic on the bottom, and then it has a witch here on the back. I did leave the original handle here on the back side. I didn't feel like I should cut that off. But I do like to source vintage bits and baubles here and there to give them a new life, a new arrangement in a kitschy, fun way, and totally one of a kind, unique piece. So you guys, I am seeing your bids. Thank you so much. I do see you guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So also up on here, I have added, so we've got a fun black and white spun cotton mushroom. We've got some vintage kitsch-tastic plastic little vines and leaves, and a little vintage cupcake pick bucket. I've got a black bottle brush tree, some sparkly little stems, and a little vintage light stuck there on the bottom. But the little black cat has green eyes, and he is made by Hallmark. He dates to the 70s. He is just flocked cuteness. And this piece measures 4 by 5.5 inches tall. So that is the size there. Just a little thing that you can easily pop into a display or give as a gift. It is signed by me here on the side. Thank you guys so much. So I see Molly's in at 35. Thank you so much, Molly. Thank you guys so much again for being here and joining us today. I'm glad that we have a lot of lovers of Halloween in the house too. All right, so we're looking for 36 or more. I'm going to start that countdown. Make sure and get those final bids or just in cases in so you don't come in after the bid end, you guys. There is a lag today, so don't wait. All right, we're looking for 37 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right.
As someone who owns several of Amie's handmade pieces, I can tell you it is well worth it.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. I did actually paint the mushroom. Yes, I surely did. All right. Thank you guys so much. There is the bid end from Tracy. So Molly, this will be coming to you for 55. Congratulations, Molly. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody else, for your bids. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, Jason. Back to you.
My next item, Amy's going to start at 14. And Bill, you said something when we were in a sale together, and I agree. I think the 1980s and 90s Halloween is some of the kitschiest Halloween, hands down, in my opinion. This is from 1986. This is a candle holder. You're going to get the original box. So you're going to get the original box. I don't think this was ever used. You're going to get the orange candle that will go with it. So that will go with it. It is a votive or candle holder, and it is made of bisque, and it is this gooey tree trunk with these 4 great kitschy ghosts. This one's striking a pose. This one's playing peekaboo over here on the side with the other one. And this little guy is getting into no good and climbing up into the tree. So it has its original Made in Taiwan label right there on the bottom. And my camera does not want to focus anymore. So there you can see it is made in Taiwan. This measures about 5.5 by 5 inches across. And again, it is in that bisque material in very good condition. And you are going to get the original box. It is made by Price Incorporated. So you're going to get the original. Those were the other ones that they made as well. So those could be other ones that you could collect, but this is the one that's inside. And there is foam on the inside, so I will make sure that it is wrapped up in the original box. So you'll get the box with it, and you will get the candle holder. So I'll take my black light and shine so you can kind of see, it does shine through the tree trunk of the fella. And I'm sure that you could definitely uplight this with some other kind of lighting device if you wanted to. There's even a little hole right here. If there's a way that you could rig a light up into that, I'm sure you could. But I think these ghosts are just so kitschy and so cute. They're little chubby little ghosts. And again, like I said, it measures about 5.5 inches tall by about 5 inches wide. And again, these made in Taiwan pieces are getting harder to find just as much as any of the made in USA or Japan Halloween pieces are to find.
Jason, you know what? I think those ghosts have been into the butter bits.
They definitely have been into the butter bits. And the look of this, I think, would definitely pair well with any of your older or any of your newer Halloween. So you can see that it is bisque. So it is a bisque figurine. And I do like bisque because it's easy to clean. So if you were to use a real candle in this and get some soot on it, a little magic eraser would easily clean it up. But if there's no interest, we will keep it moving. We have a lot of Halloween to show you. But again, I'm looking for 14 on the Made in Taiwan. These are kitschy, cute little butterbit loving ghosts. And each one of those, let me check real quick. Each one of the ghosts, I didn't measure them individually. Each one of the ghosts is just about 2 inches tall. So they're just about 2 inches tall.
I love the idea of creating like a woodland scene out of this with some of your woodland ceramic creatures that wouldn't necessarily read Halloween, but could you imagine a little deer or a little rabbit kind of wondering what these ghosts are up to around a tree?
Right.
That would be a really cute little display to make.
And you are going to get the orange candle, which does sit in there, and it does give a little bit of an orange glow. Not that you'd want to use it, but it does come with it. So, Zoe, I see you're 14. Let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 15 or more. Let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 15 or more. Hello, Miss Sarah. How are you? Just waiting for Tracy TNT, our official bid ender. Thank you so much. There is our bid end. And Zoe, congratulations. This one's marked. You're getting a free giveaway. You're going to get some Gibson little tissue die cuts. So these will be coming along with your little Made in Taiwan, little kitschy votive candle holder. All right. Thank you so much.
Yay. Congratulations, Zoe. Fun.
Hi,
all right,
Sarah.
Bill.
So I'm going to start another choice round at 18, and I have 2 October angels to choose from. The first angel I have is this Napco angel holding the Halloween mask. So it's yellow, orangish on one side and black on another side. She does say October angel. Both of these angels are in great condition. There are no repairs. The spaghetti on both of these angels looks like it's in great condition. I can't find any areas that look like they're damaged. If you're familiar with the spaghetti detail, you know that sometimes it's really hard to see. They both have some amazing gold detail on them. Their halos are intact. Oftentimes with the halos, you see some residual glue up here. These are both in great condition. So the first one is the Napco, only with a number. I don't have a stamp on the bottom of this one, but this is a Napco piece. Let me just give you a close-up on her face. So the first one is the one with the mask. The second one I have, and I'm not sure of the manufacturer of this one, is the one with the green pumpkin. Also with the nice little detail with the spaghetti. And this spaghetti is a really light lavender pinkish color. It's really pretty with this creepy kind of pumpkin. And I love the detail on her hair. This is a different sort of detail than we see with a lot of the angels. It's actually painted on in a very like blackish goldish color. She's also in great condition. She has this very light mint colored bow on the front of her frock. And again, I'm not sure of the manufacturer. She's listed by lots of different people with lots of different manufacturers. She does not have a manufacturing number on her. So I don't know. But again, wings have never been repaired, just in really great condition. So we are looking for choice right now for 29, for 32, on choice between the Napco angel with the Halloween mask or this other angel with this creepy, ghouly green ghost. So right now, Molly has the high bid at 35. We're looking for 36 or more. Catherine just came in with a bid of 36. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So we're looking for 37 or more. If you're interested, again, this is choice on one or both of these. Feel free to put a just in case, and we are accepting just in cases tonight. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thanks everyone for all your bids. I'm happy that so many people are loving these ladies. We get them home today. So there's Tracy's bid end. So John came in with a just in case of 45. Mert had a natural bid or Molly had a natural bid at 46. Lizzie had a just in case of 67. So if I'm reading that correctly, Lizzie, you have the high bid at 47. Let me know if you would like mask or pumpkin or both. And then Molly, you have the backup bid at 46. John, you're after that at 45. So pumpkin, mask. Yeah, they're special. Always fun to find the October angels. I find a lot of angels, but the October ones are fun.
I never see the October ones ever. Especially that green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a neat one.
I always find the January ones are super hard to find too.
I like the 4th of July ones. I just, for some reason, I'm addicted to the ones that have the fireworks or the firecrackers or the flag. I don't know why. I just think they're so cute. So Lizzie wants the girl with the mask. Fantastic.
Okay, awesome.
He's coming to you.
And then Molly was next.
So we still have the girl with the green pumpkin. So Molly, you're in at 46 if you would like it. And if she doesn't want it, John, you have the next high bid at 45.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and watch, Amy. I can.
Okay.
Absolutely fine.
Okay, that's fine. And
okay.
Molly does want your green pumpkin. Okay. Molly, since you are here, I forgot to let you know that you won a giveaway on the last round, so I wanted to show you what you won. You won a pair of these darling mid-century flocked ceramic little black kitties. Meow meow. They once upon a time were chained to a mama, but they have lost their mama. But I know that they will have a good home at your house, Molly. So those are what you won in your giveaway. All right. And then, so my next item is big, and I wanted to get it out of the way next. So my next item is going to be starting at 35 today. And I had to bring a fun Halloween blow mold. It just wouldn't be a Halloween sale without one. This one I actually have been hanging on to since January. I waited outside in a snowstorm to be able to get this at an estate sale in January. This is one that doesn't come around super often. This is made by Bayshore. It does date to the 1970s. So the early 1970s is when this came out. He is very bright and colorful. The black paint is in great shape on him. A lot of times when I do see these at antique places, they're very faded out. He is very nice and bright orange. Great detailing on the bottom here. We've got the bat, the two bats and the black cat, and his toothy grin and his black hat. Sometimes when I see these, the hat is missing as well. It can come off. I'm not going to take it off all the way, but you can remove that. And there's just this weird plastic nub underneath the hat. So it's really not that exciting when you take the hat off. But it does have its light cord. Okay. And I will turn it on for you real quick. It does have a really nice long cord. And because I have it plugged into an extension cord right now, I'm not going to be able to show you the toggle on screen, but it's a very long cord, and it does have that safety toggle where you can kind of like the one that Bill showed earlier, where the toggle switch where you can turn it on and off. He lights up really nice. There's no dents or funkiness to him. Very good shape. He measures 13 inches tall to the top of his hat. Yes, Zoe, he's a great one. I did contemplate keeping him for myself, but I already have a very large blow mold collection, so I didn't need to keep him. I would much rather pass him on to another Halloween lover. All right, so KB, I do see your bid at 47. I am seeing everybody else's bids. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 48 or more. I'm going to start that countdown. Now would be the time to throw in any final bids if you're interested in this guy, or any just in cases if you're actively bidding. All right, you guys, we're looking for 48 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ha ha ha.
He's so good, Amy.
Yeah, Catherine, I think you're right. This one doesn't come around quite often.
No.
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 All right. I see Lori came in with a 49 and a just in case of 56. Mara came in with a just in case of 60. KB, your just in case of 51 did come in after the bid end. There is Tracy's bid end. So Mare is going to take it for 57. Congratulations, Mare. This is a good one. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody else, for your bids as well. All right.
Okay, gang. And one quick thing, you're going to want to stick around. We have a lot of great Halloween coming, and I have a 3-pound Halloween mystery box that'll be coming up in a few more rounds. So it's 3 pounds of Halloween goodness. We'll get to that. Amy, my next thing is going to be my bigger choice round of $12. So it'd be $12 choice. And yep, choice at $12, and it's choice on these flower picks. So this one is your first choice at 12. This is the little jack-o'-lantern scarecrow. This one is made in Japan. And guys, I just love these because these never survive. These are so great to be used in so many different ways of decorating. You can put them back into little flower arrangements. You can just sit them on their own. So it will be choice. I have 2 of them. So if you want 1 or 2, so $12. These are the ones that are made in Japan. These are old store stock. And these measure about 3 by 5. So about 3 inches across, 5 inches tall. So that's your first 2 choices. And then your third choice is going to be this great made in Hong Kong, this flocked cat. And this one is great too. So you could take the pick off, use him in other arrangements. It does have his original, boy, an awkward position to have it, but it does say made in Hong Kong here on the back. He is missing a little bit of his flocking right here, but I've never had one of these black cats. So again, these are great. These are great to use in Halloween trees. You can pop them into the dead spots. Tina, I see you for 12. So this was your third choice, and this measures 2.5 by 3.5. The eyes sort of glow under black light because I know that's the question in the room. They kind of glow, but they are little rhinestones. So there's that one. Then your fourth choice, and I love this guy. This guy is made of the same material that blow molds are made of. And this guy here, he measures about 4 inches by 5.5. I think it's so cute that they have all the different twigs coming down. He's kind of a scarecrow. He's kind of a tree. And then he has this black crow right here. So plus they gave him almost a frosty kind of nose there. And his hat is kind of like just popped off there a little bit, but it's all attached. And that is your fourth choice. Then your final choice, and could I make this any more confusing? You're going to get both of these. So you're going to get both of these at one choice. So Linda, if you want it right now at 13 and took this, you'd get them both. So these are both flocked pumpkins. This one speaks more Japan. This one speaks more made in Taiwan. And they're roughly about 1.5 inches, give or take 1.5 inches. And this guy looks like he's a hot mess. And this guy, he has a stick. And this one has more of a plastic coated wire. I'm sure if you guys know your flower picks, no real major damage, just maybe slight discoloration there in the back. So let's go ahead and count it down. We are at 13, looking for 14. That's on choice. You'll get both of the pumpkins, or you will get we'll call this the scarecrow tree. We'll call this the tree scarecrow kind of guy. That is one of your choices. Then you would have the flocked black cat with the rhinestone eyes. And then I have 2 of these. So they would be each individual choices made in Japan. So we're 13. Let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, gang, I'm sorry for all the choices. I just don't want to hold on to the stuff. I'm always afraid it's going to get damaged from one year to the next. So get it out and get it in some new homes. So we are at 14 and we're at 13 looking for 14. There's the bid end. So Linda, you get first choice at 13. So this one we will call cat. These we will call flocked pumpkins. So if you want the flocked pumpkins, if you want the pumpkin with crow, and then these are the 2 Japan ones. So if you can just put pumpkin Japan, scarecrow pumpkin, flocked black cat, or the 2 pumpkins that will come together. And then Tina, you'll have back up at 12. So if you can kind of watch the chat, Tina, to see what Linda takes, to see if what you wanted was still available. Linda, again, at 13, you could, it's kind of ironic too with Halloween that she wanted at 13, spooky 13. So you could either take the cat, you want the cat and the tree. Gotcha, Linda. Thank you so much. So Tina, you have choice on either 1 or 2 of these, and or that's a choice. So just let me know if you wanted the 2 pumpkins or if you wanted one of the single ones with a hat on that. All right, so Linda, I got you for your 2. Thank you so much. And thank you guys. Thank you, Amy and Bill, for allowing me to do all of this choice.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we get to keep looking at your gorgeous earrings, Jason.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and they're hurting like a you know what. They are pinching. Tina said I have droopy fat earlobes, so I don't know.
I would say that too.
So, all right, Tina, let me know at 12 if you wanted one of the made in Japan ones or if you wanted the 2 flocked ones. All right, you want one of the 2s with hats. Gotcha. So I'll pick this one for you. They're pretty much all the same. So I got you for one of these, Tina. Thank you.
I'm going to put us all back up on the screen real quick. As a reminder, you guys, if you win an item today, all of our emails are up here on the screen. You can take a screenshot if you need to refer to those. They are pinned in the comment section up at the top. You can also find it in the drop-down information on the video as well. And since we have about 145 people watching right now, I do encourage you, if you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Jason's YouTube channel, or following Bill over on Instagram, everybody's links and information is down in the description of the video too. We certainly would appreciate any subscriptions and follows. Definitely. Thank you guys so much. All right, let me get Bill back up here on the screen. All right.
And we have a lot more Halloween goodness coming up. Jason mentioned he has a big mystery box coming up. I know Amy has some more fantastic handmade coming up. And I have not 1, but 2 10-piece planter bundles coming up in a few rounds. So stick around because we have some cool stuff. But right now, Amy, I'm starting at 15. And I have this set of Westwood Black Cat salt and pepper shakers. These are Japan pieces. They were made in Japan for a company called Westwood. Initially, I thought that they were redware, but they're not. They're regular ceramic. And they have really great mid-century faces. I mean, these eyes are just fantastic. And I want to give you a close-up, too, just so you can see that typical cold paint loss that we see with some of these pieces. But just gorgeous eyes in this high glaze on the piece. These particular creatures have the white bow ties with the blue polka dots, but there also is another variation with yellow bow ties and black polka dots. So you could actually decide you want to set. I want to point out that the salt has a nice gold S painted on it. The pepper has since lost its P. So the paint on these is just something to know about, the condition of the paint. This is all cold paint on top of the black paint. That's on top of the glaze, so that's why we see the loss. But other than that, no chips, no cracks, no damage. Both of them have their original cork stoppers, so you could decide what you might want to do about those. If they're display, there's actually something stamped on the stopper too. My eyes aren't good enough to read it. I don't know. But again, they are made by Westwood. They have these pretty pink ears, just fun salt and pepper shakers for your salt and pepper shaker collection, or to tuck into a Halloween display. This is one of those nice transitional items that doesn't just need to stay out for Halloween because it can be used for lots of other purposes. So I'll put them back on the board so you can see them. Go ahead, Jason.
I have never seen these, Bill. These are Amazing. These also remind me of the sculpt of Freeman McFarlane. Freeman McFarlane made cats with the same sort of faces. So if you guys collect those, these would pair well with that all year round too.
And my understanding is that this sculpt was a commissioned sculpt by this company called Westwood. This is something that they were distributing for a purpose. I don't know what that purpose was, though.
Gotcha.
Whether or not they were promotional pieces that came in a grocery store or something like that.
I have seen the other colorway that you mentioned. I have not seen the ones with the blue and white.
Yeah, in fact, the only other ones I saw online were the other colorway. The only other pair that I've ever seen with blue and white was in person. Okay, so we have a bunch of bids coming in. Thanks everyone for loving these guys. Right now, Tammy has the high bid at 21. I will go ahead and start a countdown so we can move it along. So we're looking for 22 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're waiting for Tracy TNT's bid end, or a bid of 23 or more for this incredible pair of black kitten salt and pepper shakers. I just can't stop looking at the eyes. I love them.
They're so cute.
So Gina had the high natural bid at 22. Tracy TNT's bid end came in. Linda had a just in case of 30. So Linda, these come to you for $23. And in addition, you are the first winner of one of my giveaways tonight, which is this sweet little safety pin art candle.
Oh gosh.
I love these safety pin art
cool.
pieces. I was lucky enough to get a collection of them. So this is coming to you in addition to your black cats, because I think they all look good together.
Oh, awesome. I've never seen, I've seen the safety pin art, but I've never seen a little candelabra like that. That's so cute. All right. I have another handmade item coming up next, you guys. It's going to be starting at $30. And it's a black cat bank that I have decorated with some vintage Halloween ribbon and a vintage hat that I've also gussied up with some fun bits and baubles up there. So this is a vintage flocked foam bank. I'll show you the bottom. So I did sign it here on the bottom, and it does have its original metal stopper here. It says, pry open the cover, deposit at Farmers State Bank in Mtuckersantiques, Wisconsin. So that is the marking there on the bottom. And here is the coin slot at the bank. So you definitely can still use this as a bank if you'd like to do that. Kathy, I see you're 30. Thank you so much. So I have a fun whole collection of vintage ribbons and things from a florist that I picked up at some sort of estate sale over the years. And this was actually new old stock ribbon that was still on the spool, and I just had to break it off the spool and use it on him. I love it. And he just has very haunting black eyes. So the eyes are plastic in here, and he is completely flocked from head to toe. Very lightweight. He doesn't weigh a ton. And then I have added this vintage felt witch hat on here. And I've added some roping around the base and some sparkly and some kitsch-tastic plastic flowers and stems. And you can see there's a spooky, sparkly spider in there, and then a little bit of feather plume sticking out the top of the hat. This was a fun piece. I've actually had this black cat in my crafting stuff for a couple years. I just haven't found the right stuff to go with him. Usually when I'm creating, it's kind of a process. Stuff wants to live together. And I just wasn't inspired last year to do anything with him, but I was this year. So I'm really, really happy with how he turned out. So measurement wise, he measures 11 inches tall to the top of the hat. So that is the size there. So he's a pretty good size fellow. Definitely could still pop it on a shelf, on a cake plate. I love decorating with cake plates. I have vintage ones and new ones mixed in when I do my displays, just to give a little bit of height variation. But fun, especially if you love black cats at Halloween. All right. Thank you guys so much for your bids and just being here today. Even if you guys are just here to watch and hang out, we certainly appreciate you just hanging out with us today. All right. Zoe, I see you're 45 and I see Jill came in with a 46. I am going to start a countdown. You guys, if you are interested in this, now would be the time. If you're actively bidding, put in a just in case. I encourage you to do that. That's why they're there, to protect your bids so you don't get sniped at the end. All right. We're looking for 47 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hi, Mia. Thanks for joining us today. Zoe, I see you're 47. Jill came in with a 49. Just waiting on that bid end from Tracy. And there it is. So, Jill, this gal is coming to you for 49. Congratulations. Thank you so, so much. Thank you guys again for being here. And thank you from like my heart for appreciating my handmaids. I really like to share this stuff with you guys. So thank you so much. All right. Let me get Jason back over here.
All right, Amy, my next item is going to start at $24. And I know we love our knee-hugging pixies, but I love this.
I'm going to look away.
So I was never able to source one before. This was the first one I've ever found and was able to source. Before we get into bidding, her stitching has come undone. So when you do receive her, you are going to need to glue her arms back in. So her arm does pop out.
Jason, what were you starting her at again? I'm sorry.
$24. $24. So she's in very good condition for her age, but you will have to glue her arm back in. So let me tuck her leg. Well, first of all, let me show you that she is your quintessential knee hugger. So she does have her legs. Her arm is going to need reattached. There is some sort of light glue residue that you can see, but I think that gives her character. Her face doesn't have any damage at all. Thank you, Constant Crazing, for your 24. Just a little bit of that glue residue here at the top. But honestly, if you were to able to sew her hand back in, and you can see there's a stitch there, or just simply glue her hand back in, she is perfect, I think. And her hair is yarn, so she does have all her yarn hair here. And the yarn does glow. Ironically, it does have a glow to it. So it does glow here in the front. I measured her with her legs tucked in. She is about 6 inches, 6 inches. Let me see what she is with her legs dangling down. She's probably double that. Like I said, I've never had one of these before. Yeah, with her legs down, she comes in about 10 inches. So thank you guys for all the bids. Sharon, I saw your 25. Sharon, I saw your 26. Constant Crazy, and I saw you back at 27. Rachel, I see your 28. Thank you guys so much. And again, all you have to do is tuck her legs back up in, just like a pixie. And then literally her arm, I would dabber with a little bit of hot glue, and I'm sure that would just hold without an issue. So I try not to find things that are, quote, damaged, but I didn't really think that was damaged. She just needs a little TLC and she's good to go. But that face, so Tina, I see you're 29. We're looking for 30 or more. Bill, my friend, who I think is the king of the pixies, how many of these have you had or seen throughout the years?
I've learned not to tell people how much I want something that I see on the screen, because then they end up sending it to me. But no, Jason, those witches don't come around so much, but their heads do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, you are right. So, and again, I'm not sure if somebody had tried to glue her before, and that's why she has the little glue marks on her. I'm assuming they probably did. They didn't do a good job, but if somebody gets that with some good hot glue or a really, really good adhesive and just dabs it there, I wouldn't use anything. I wouldn't use a lot of glue because it's probably going to go through the felt. So, but that's up to you when you get her. And honestly, if you tuck all that in and you sit her on the shelf and don't fool with her, the arm doesn't pop out. It's just because I'm fooling and playing around with it. So,
Jason, I've only seen one in 9 years. One.
Okay.
So they don't come around very often.
In my shop, I think I've sold maybe one or two, and they all are different. That's because, most of the pixies, we can find some that you can see, okay, I've seen that one before. all these witches, they're always different. It's almost like the Easter pixies. There's no two that are the same.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, sometimes they're riding a broom, so that the broom
Yep.
actually goes through their tucked legs.
Yep. And I don't know if she had one of those, but like I said, if you can just fix that arm, it's going to tuck and hold really, really tight. So Shannon, thank you for your 30. And these earrings are killing me, Bill. I'm sure your horns are killing you.
So painful.
So let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 31 or more. So let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just think she's so cute. I think she'd look cute if you just tucked her in with your Christmas pixies too and kind of left her out all year long.
Yeah, I'm sure she would keep the Christmas pixies in line.
I'll get you, you elf on a shelf. I'll get you. All right. Thank you all for your bids. Tina of 31, Shannon of your just in case of 42. So Tina, we see your just in case of 42. Shannon, we saw your just in case of 45. So Shannon, you get it for $43. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Shanna. All right. Okay, Bill.
Amy, if anyone's interested, I'm going to start this next round at $58. And I have a few things to show you. The first thing is this pair of orange lucite candles.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone bids, I just want to point out that they are the 11-inch long ones, so they're the nice long ones, and they do have their wicks. But that typical silver or gold foiling that you normally see wrapped around the wicks has been removed. So you can address that if you want, but I just wanted to point that out. And they have these amazing foam stoppers still on the bottom. These were made by Hempstead Originals. So you will get both of these lucite candles, as well as a pair of Fenton Amberina thumbprint candle holders.
Dang.
And the candle holders, as you might expect from the Amberina, do have a nice glow around the bottom. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I was reading about these a few weeks ago because I picked up a few sets. They're considered double duty, I guess, that you can turn them over and they become small candy dishes.
Oh.
I don't know if Fenton intended that, but the point is it's kind of interesting because they would make nice risers as well. If you don't like the look of these particular orange candles in the Amberina, I think I would probably prefer black candlesticks, but nonetheless, they look good together.
They look so good together.
Yeah, I think orange candles, I've been holding on to these for this particular sale for a while. They have what's either orange or gold flecking on the inside. I can't tell what it is, but it's pretty spectacular.
That's a color you don't come across very often.
No, not at all.
No, that's amazing, Bill.
It's like fire, like the combination of the Fenton and the lucite. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it is
good.
pretty neat. And I love how the base of the Amberina kind of reflects the color in the lucite candles.
Mm-hmm.
You have this gradation, this ombre back and forth. Just really, really cool. Yeah, I love them. I was looking for go ahead.
I'm just going to say that the Fenton color always looks like Jolly Rancher. Always looks like Jolly Rancher.
Good enough to eat like candy. Yeah.
Yep.
Really, really cool. And the thing is, I don't even have to mess. You know how oftentimes you have the lucite candles and you have to mess around with whether or not they're going to stand tall.
Mm-hmm.
The foam on these and I can't believe the condition of this foam. Let me just show you. It is in such.
It's probably they were just stuck in a candlestick for years and years and never moved or anything.
Yeah. Yep, and the wicks are still present. They just don't have that metallic, I don't know what kind of thread you would call that normally encircles them. But I did see YouTube videos about how to repair those if someone's interested. But they do stand nice and tall. So right now, KB has the high bid at 62. I'll show them one more time. So you get everything here for the same price. And I'll go ahead and start a countdown. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thanks so much for your bids, everyone. I'm so happy people wanted to bring these guys home. I was hoping that it's a little different than the rest of the stuff we're bringing today, but it is nice to see. Okay, so there's the bid end. So Linda had the highest natural bid at 63. KB had a just in case at 65 and 76. You didn't need your second just in case. So KB, these are coming to you for $64. Thanks so much.
Congratulations. I wondered if there was a bid that got filtered out or something because of that second just in case. So hopefully there wasn't anything filtered. That has been happening, you guys, recently, that if for some reason that you are bidding and I don't highlight it or we don't acknowledge your bid, sometimes YouTube will filter the comments out. I don't know why. Just try and type it in again. Try and add like an emoji or something next to it. Sometimes that helps push things through. All right. So my next item is going to start at 28. And I found these a couple weeks ago when I was in Iowa. And this is an antique Halloween postcard. This particular vendor had them all out so you could touch them and look at them and turn them over and read them and see the postmark dates. And I had a very hard time choosing which ones to pick up. But this one, I just loved the graphic on the front. So great graphic here. We'll get it in focus here. Come on, camera. Because it's great detail in this too. All right, come on. Maybe I'll pull it back and bring it in. Sorry, you guys.
No, you're fine.
I want you to be able to read it because it's really, really good. It's really good. All right. Let's see. I know it's focusing on stuff, and there we go. Okay. So, a happy Halloween. You best be careful what you do, or jack-o'-lantern will catch you. I just love the creepy little devil imps that are playing with the candle and trying to put it inside the pumpkin. I love the fonts on here and the tiny little candles and jack-o'-lanterns that go across the middle. You can see, I'm holding it right now, there is a little bit of bending there across the center, but it's not totally bent. It's in very good shape otherwise. And this particular one has been used. It has a postmark date of October 30th, 1911. So all of the postcards that this person had, the one that I sold last week was from 1909. So I'm fairly confident that all of the postcards that they had were from the early 1900s. This one does not have a publisher on it. The other one that I had was made in Saxony, England. This one does not have an illustrator or any kind of markings to decipher who illustrated or designed this one. I did note that this particular, when I was researching this, that this particular image was also done on a sideways card as well. Great graphics on this for displayability. Very easy to pop this into a flower frog and have it in your display. Like I said, I don't come across Halloween postcards unless they're $80 or more in a glass showcase and you can't touch them and look at them. I just don't. So I was very happy to be able to at least pick up a couple. I will have one more. My other one will be coming Thursday to the Vintage Quartet. All right, but here's the backside. The writing on here, it looks like it was sent to somebody in Portland, Michigan. But the postmark date is from Maine, I think. M-E, is that Maine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And I can't read the inscription. The pencil writing is a little smeared on the back, so it's hard to read the inscription, but maybe somebody with a little bit easier reading penmanship could decipher the back. But I am seeing your bids, Zoe, and I do see Leah's in at 30. It is a standard postcard size, like I said. Great graphics. I'm going to start that countdown. We do have a lot more fun stuff to get through tonight. So if you guys are interested in getting in on this, again, antique Halloween postcards can be pretty pricey. So I was able to get these for a decent deal. So I thought I would pass up that along and not start them too high. All right, Cheryl, I do see your bid of 35. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 36 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Those little demons are everything on this
They're so good.
Oh my God.
All right. Zoe, I saw your 36, and Leah, I saw your just in case of 42. There is the bid end from Tracy. Thank you again, Tracy, so much for doing the bid ends for us tonight. Zoe, your just in case of 50 did come in after the bid end. So Leah, this will be yours for 37. Congratulations. This is a cool one. Thank you so much. All right, Jason.
All right. If you guys were here for my mystery box, you're going to want to refresh right now.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
sure you are in live chat. And while we do that, Amy, this is going to start at $50. So
Okay.
I'm going to start the mystery box at $50. Dang, it isn't a priority box. It is a 12 by 12 by 8. Starting at $50, it weighs over just a little over 3 pounds. So it weighs over just a little over 3 pounds. I've always wanted to be able to do this. I'm not going to tell you everything that is in here, but I will tell you there is a blow mold in here. The blow mold does have a working light kit, so you're going to get a blow mold. It is not a faded blow mold, so it's not one of the – nothing in here, to my knowledge, has damage. So everything that is in here is considered Halloween or fall. So there is 1 or 2 things that bridge the Halloween and fall gap. Most of the things in here are, everything in here is vintage. Shannon, I see your 50. There's a good bit. The only thing in here that I would say is there might be a few reproduction die cuts. So, but they are probably old enough that they're considered vintage at this time. There is some ceramics in here. There's some kitschy 1980s. There's some kitschy 1990s. And of course, there is a working, functioning blow mold in here. So,
wow.
Amazing.
I love these mystery boxes because I want you guys to be able to open these. I don't want to tell you guys anything else, but with the price point, I can tell you that you're definitely not going to be disappointed with what you're spending on it, because I started it way lower than what retail would be that's in the box. And I know we all stress that we don't want you guys to get something and not enjoy it. But what we deem is really good may not be what you guys deem, but I'm pretty sure that if you're a Halloween fanatic and a Halloween lover, you're going to enjoy everything that is in this box. So, Shannon, thank you for your 50. Zoe, I see your 55. Kathy, I see your 57. Zoe, you're back at 60. So we're looking for 61 or more. Just again, to reiterate, in case you guys didn't hear, the blow mold is in working condition. There is no damage to the blow mold. There is no fading to the blow mold. It would be classified as a desired blow mold. It is on the harder to find blow mold. I wouldn't say it's super rare, but you will be pleased with the blow mold you get. There is kitschy 80s, kitschy 90s in here. So Linda, I saw your 62. John, I saw your 65. Zoe, I saw you back at 66. The only thing that would be questionable vintage, and I didn't really check the date on it. I think the die cuts I put in here are vintage inspired, but they're probably right at that date where they're probably vintage at this point. So there is some new old stock in here. The things that you will get are still on their original boards from when they were sold. Pretty much that's it. And this is packed tight. So, and then anything that is porcelain or ceramic is packed in bubble wrap. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea of the way this is packed. It is packed the way I packed mystery boxes before. I did another mystery box a few months ago. That was Christmas. And I packed it really, really tight. So I see you, Linda, back at 68, Zoe at 70. We have some more things to get to. So if you're really interested, guys, we do use the just in case. So let's count it down. We're looking for 71 or more on the 12 by 12 by 8, just over 3 pound Halloween mystery box. So let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 71 or more. Or Tracy T&T's our official bid ender on the Halloween mystery box with a guaranteed blow mold that works with a light kit. No damage, no fading. That's the last thing you'd want is to open it and find a blow mold that has fading on it. So, Kathy, I see you're 55. John, looks like it's yours for 75. Thank you so much, John. Congratulations.
Awesome. Shanna, your just in case came in after the bid end. Okay, Bill. Congratulations, John. That's really exciting. I can't wait to see what's in there. You're gonna have to post that on Instagram.
John will film an unboxing for us.
Yeah, definitely put that on Instagram so we can see it.
And there's some things that are going to look good in his displays. Gang, if you're not following him, I'm sorry, real quick, over on Instagram, he really puts together some awesome and epic displays. So make sure you're following everyday holiday displays over on Instagram. It's worth it. It's worth it. Trust me.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. This round is starting at $12. And I don't know if anyone other than me will appreciate this, but I found 2 of these and kept one for myself. So I thought I'd bring the other one. It's a little piece of ephemera, and it's the Pumpkin Happy Cookbook. And what's really interesting is in the chat right now, there's this whole discussion on handwriting and cursive. And this entire cookbook is written by hand.
Oh, wow.
Including a foreword. Let me just get to it. A foreword that is written completely in cursive. And the foreword is actually written by Pete Seeger. So let me tell you a little bit about this amazing cookbook. It comes from the Hudson Valley region of New York, which is where I used to live. And this was originally published in 1972, not so long after Woodstock, which happened very close to where this was actually published. And this was published as a fundraiser for the Clean Up the Hudson Valley campaign, which has been going on for decades. So there are 32 recipes that use exclusively pumpkin in here. And again, they are all handwritten and hand illustrated. This is a typewriter never touched this book. It's 54 pages long, and this was reprinted this version was reprinted in 1976. So it has so many interesting things going for it. In fact, there's even a recipe for pumpkin wine in here. Who knew? I didn't know. And I love pumpkins, but you can just get a look at all of the different pumpkin recipes that are in here. Desserts, meals, soups, how to actually store and cut your pumpkins and all the things you need to do appropriately with the pumpkins. But the fact that there's this 4-page foreword written by Pete Seeger in his own handwriting in cursive is pretty cool. And I'll just read like the first sentence. Well, I won't even tell you what the first sentence is, but this is, if you're familiar with the Hudson Valley area of New York, it is where Woodstock happened. And he actually begins by talking about how revered the pumpkin is in ancient China and in ancient Mongolia, and ties it back to a lot of Buddhist and Tibetan sort of philosophies. So it's just a really neat piece of history, but also a usable pumpkin cookbook that was written by this family, fully illustrated by the family, by the daughters in the family. Just a really cool piece. And again, it's pretty substantial, and it's in great condition. As I said, there is a recipe for pumpkin wine in it. I just think this is a neat seasonal thing. And if you weren't going to use any of the recipes, it's just a great display piece. And it's in great condition. There's no staining, there's no smell, there's very little bending to the pages. It's been loved. And actually, I got them in plastic wrappers, and I'll put it in a plastic wrapper before I send it. So Tammy has the high bid at 18 right now. I'm going to go ahead and do a countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I did not see the recipe for pumpkin beer in here. Oh, but pumpkin wine can also be turned into pumpkin vinegar. That's interesting as well. So Cambria came in with 20. Nikki Moss has a bid of 32. There's Tracy TNT's bid end. So Nikki Moss, this comes to you for $21. Thank you everyone for your bids and for loving something a little quirky that the gardener brought.
So good, Bill.
So
That's
fun.
neat.
Congrats, Nikki Moss. We have to say her name like that. I don't know if we can just say it normally. I don't know. It doesn't come out of my mouth normally. I have to say it that way. All right. So my next item is going to start at 38. I had to bring a little Halloween kitsch to the sale today. These guys, again, don't come around terribly often. And I've got some Christ Devil Shakers up next. So they do still have their original chenille and felt little devil tails. However, when I did pick these up, they're always missing their original tridents. I've never seen a pair that has the original tridents. So I did actually craft their tridents out of some vintage shiny chenille stems that I had in my Christmas stuff. Just so they had something to hold. And they're not glued in here or anything like that. They can definitely come out very easy. If you don't like those, or you actually have the real deal, or find a pair, for goodness sakes, that would be really cool. But these are a little bit harder to find. The devil stuff in general is very hard to find. These are just figurines made by Christ. They did make some salt and pepper shakers as well, but these are the salt and pepper shakers. I thought they were the figurines, but yeah, they are the salt and pepper shakers. They do have their corks. I have sold the figurine pair as well. But their cold paint is in pretty good shape. This one here has a little bit of paint loss on the back side. There is a brown paper label Japan sticker there on the back. There's a little bit of crazing present on the peach colored ceramic. There's just a little bit of crazing. It's not insane, but it is there, and I did want to point that out. This guy, his paint is pretty good. I don't even see any paint scratches on this one at all. Good shape. Again, no chips or anything funky with them, just a little bit of cold paint loss on the back there. And I have seen these on occasion, and they are usually always missing their little chenille tails. They are not glued in there, so you can move them around or kind of pose them how you want them on there as well. So measurement wise, these guys measure 3 3/4 inches tall. So they are on the smaller side. Very cool. Jason, do you ever see this set out and about?
No. I would see the devil and angel before I see those. Those are good. You're killing me, Amy, because you
I'm sorry. I know. Well, that's why I had to ask, because Jason and Tina are very big salt and pepper shaker collectors. Again, I don't come across these very often. No. I have had the figurine ones, but not the salt and pepper shaker ones.
They're good, Amy. They're really rare.
Yes. So these do date to 1955. I forgot to mention that earlier. All of the Christ Devil pieces were made in the 50s. There are some coordinating angel pieces that Jason talked about as well. All right, so Ariana, hello. The Withering Woman has joined us in the chat tonight. Thank you so much. I see you in at 44. So we're looking for 45 or more. I am going to start that countdown. We do have a lag tonight. Don't wait to put in those final bids, or just in cases, you guys. Put them in as soon as the countdown starts, all right? We're looking for 45 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And I love their little horns sticking out there and their little blonde hair peeking out. So cute. All right, Cambria. What was that, Jason?
I was just going to say, Amy, plus the fact that you made the tridents for them, that's even that you crafted those.
Yeah, to me, they got a little bit of me craftiness in there too. All right, Cambria, I see your 45. Ariana came in with a 46. Cambria came in with that just in case of 90. There's the bid end from Tracy. So Cambria, these will be coming to you for 47. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody else for your bids as well. All right. Let me get Jason over here. There we go.
It's a great score. It's a great score. All right, my next items are going to be choice, and they're going to start at $24 each. So for $24, this is your first one. It's going to be choice on planters. So this is your first planter. This is ceramic, and this is Anarco. I sold one or two of these the other week, and they all had their Anarco label on them. So I'm confident to call this Anarco because this one is just missing it. So in very good condition. This one measures about 3.5 by 5. So 3.5 by 5. This is your first one, your first pumpkin planter at $24. And these are great to decorate with. These are great to give as gifts. The second one here, this one is a Relpo one. So this one is stamped Relpo and has its original Relpo foil label that says Japan, as you can see. This one is a jack-o'-lantern that I've never seen before. Very good condition. It does have minimal red paint loss here in its mouth. You could remove that or you could add to it. I left it the way I found it. Very clean on the inside. And I think there's one little fleck right here on the rim. One little white fleck right there that you can see. And this one measures about 5 by 5. Yep, this one's the 5 by 5. So John, I see your 24. This one, again, is in very good condition with no major crazing. The only thing that's missed, the only thing is it looks like he either was supposed to have red paint or not supposed to. I left it the way I found it because I could see it either way. So if you want to take that out, I'm sure that would be easily removed. So that was your second choice at 24. And then your third choice at 24 is the Relpo. This is the Relpo planter as well. This is the Scarecrow pumpkin. He was used, so you can see that there is, some remnants of use on the inside, but on the outside, he's in very good condition. The paint's a little rough. There, you can see when I tilt it. I'm not sure if somebody tried to touch up his cold paint, but I think it gives him character. I was always a perfectionist and wanted my ceramics perfect. I would accept that in my display. If you don't, that's okay. But I just want to note,
Jason, I think that is just the way that it is, because I had the larger version of that
right,
maybe a month ago or so, and his paint was like that too. It had kind of like a texture to it.
Yeah, it's weird. It is.
Yeah.
It's almost like a texture. So I don't know, but I still think from afar or up, he displays very well. And this one measures the 5 by 5. So these are your three choices at $24. So those are your two Relpo, and then this one is your Anarco, and this one more is painted more like in a matte finish, although this one is ceramic. So this is not that. Sometimes there's a composition that they started to make into the late 60s, early 70s. This has the look of the composition, but this is ceramic just like this one is. All right, so we are 24, looking for 25. That's on choice. Let's go ahead and count these down. Let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. John, you got the high bid at 24. We're looking for 25 or more. Shannon, I see your 25. Thank you so much. That is on choice on the planters as my camera went wonky. So there we go. John, you're back at 26, and there's the bid end. So John, at 26, let me know if you wanted the Scarecrow. We'll call this one the Scarecrow. We'll call this one the Pumpkin. And then let's call this one, one Orange.
Tooth.
Tooth? All right, we'll call this one Tooth. And this one is, you want all three, please? All right, John. I'll get them all wrapped up for you. Thank you so much, friend.
Get it, John. Get it. All right. What you got, Bill?
Great score. Halloween planters are amongst the hardest to find for me. So I'm going to start next choice at 18. And I have some more hobbyist pieces, some amazing artwork that was done by people in the 1980s. So this first piece, the Scarecrow with the crow that's not scared of the scarecrow, is a Duncan Enterprise mold piece from 1980. And it was painted by someone with the initials DJH in 1981. And it's in great condition. The only thing I would point out, if I can find it, there's a little paint loss right there. It's very minor. No cracks, no chips, just in really good condition. And the artist's signature is down here right in the clay. So this is the first choice, just lovely, lovely painting. And then I have another kitschy cute one. This cat climbing up a broom to get at this little mouse up at the top of the broom. And this one's a larger piece. This is 13 inches tall. This also would be nice to put a candle or some sort of lamp in it because it could illuminate. There's another little mouse hiding down here in the end of the broom, but another cat with green eyes like the last one we saw. I don't think, let's see, there is a little rough spot on one of the cat's ears, but it's still black, so I don't know if that's part of the mold. And then there is on the back just a little bit of paint loss. It's not a chip, it's paint loss on the broom back here and here. This is signed MD from 1984. So some really great pieces from the 1980s. Again, 13 inches tall, 10 inches across from broom to pumpkin. And then the scarecrow is 8 inches tall and 8 inches across. But just like I pick these up when the paint is just so well done. I mean, the amount of dimension, and I don't even know how this is achieved. I mean, it's pretty spectacular.
John, Bill, I predict these are going to be in 20 years what the Japan ceramics are today. Folks are going to want these, and I think they're just going to keep going up in value over the next 10 or 20 years, because honestly, at this point, are people going to be gushing over, the made in China things? No, these are going to surpass that, I think, and these are going to be just as collectible as the Japan items are now.
And so many of these were made. I mean, some of us remember doing these in shop class, and I know that's not the proper term for shop class, but whatever it was called, industrial arts, that's what it was called. But most of us didn't have this type of skill with the paintbrush, right?
Right.
Yeah, and those are the ones that probably did not survive because mom and dad probably didn't even value them all that much.
Whoops, Junior, that one fell and broke. Sorry.
Whoops. The sculpt on that one is so good.
Isn't it great?
Like just imagine, like, if anybody's ever poured ceramic in a mold before I have, and trying to get air bubbles out of those tiny, like, little crevices and stuff would be so difficult on that, to not have bubbles and things in the casting of that. That's just amazing.
Yeah. And that's all before this amazing paint job goes on top of it.
Right.
Okay, one last look at the scarecrow, and then we'll do a countdown. Jill has the high bid for choice at 24. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. So we're looking for 25 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So Zoe came in with 25. We're looking for 26 or more, or Tracy TNT's bid end. Yeah, I love these things. I just really do love them a lot. Okay, so there's the bid end. Shanna came in with a just in case of 37. So Shanna, you have first choice at 26. Just let me know if you would like cat or scarecrow. And then Zoe, you have the backup at 25. Thanks so much, ladies. I appreciate your bidding.
Yay.
Oh,
I don't know how you would choose. They're both really good.
Yeah, they are really good. So Shanna wants the broom. And Shanna, you are winning one of my giveaways tonight. This cute little 70s flocked pumpkin with the little, whatever that's called.
Burlap.
Burlap. Yeah.
Burlap.
So it's a blow mold covered in flocking. So that's yours. So I have the scarecrow. So if you're interested in the scarecrow, just let me know.
So Zoe would be next for that, and then it would go to Jill, and behind Jill would be Linda Daly. So ladies, just let Bill know down in the comments. Zoe is going to pass.
Yep.
So anybody else on deck, let Bill know in the comments if you want the scarecrow.
And they will also get a giveaway as well.
Yay. Okay. Do you want me to move on, Bill?
I can handle it.
Okay. And Jill said she passes as well.
Not a problem.
Okay. So anything that is not claimed during the sale today, we will have a recap at the end, you guys, so make sure and stick around for the end too. All right. My next item is going to start at 45, and I do have another handmade item for this round. And I'm getting down to the last of these. I will have 2 more after this one. But this one I brought tonight. It's one of my handmade witch dolls. I was excited to bring, since we had a mixture of vintage and antique and handmade Halloween tonight, I thought that the dress pattern on this one was fun to bring out tonight. So this is one of my handmade witch dolls. So she has a fun felt witch hat up here on the top. Her hair is also felt. It's a fun kind of dark gold color for her hair and her little ponytail. I do hand paint their faces. I love to do the lashes. That's my favorite part to do. She's got a little blush going on. She does have a vintage button here at the top of her dress. It's black and gold with a little rhinestone in the center. And she is dressed in this fun owl, black cat, pumpkin fabric. This is a modern fabric, but it has kind of a vintage feel to it. On the back here, there is some Velcro, so you can take the dress off if you need to wash it for whatever reason. And in the pleat of the dress, there's this fun metallic diamond print fabric, which carries down into the socks. And then she has black felt shoes that tie onto her feet. Measurement, she is 19.5 inches long from the top of her hat to the bottom of her feet. And she measures 7.5 inches wide. She can sit. I have a little fun little wood chair that I like to pose these in. You can definitely put them on a shelf. They look really cute posed on a bed. They're definitely huggable for a kiddo as well if you're looking for a little gift for somebody. Yes, Sharon, the shoes. So the shoes just tie on, cute little kind of Mary Jane style shoes down there at the bottom. I love making these. They all turn out a little bit differently. Depends on how I paint their faces and what color hair they have. So much fun. So I'm really happy I am able to bring my handmaids to YouTube this year. Mostly Instagram got it last year, but you guys are getting a little taste of it this year. So it's so much fun. All right, Kathy, I do see you in at 55. Shanna, I did see your 45 as well. We're looking for 56 or more. I'm going to start that countdown. You guys put in those just in cases or any final bids. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And quick shout out to Sharon and Tracy TNT. Thank you so much for typing all of the links and all of the information down there in the chat today. You guys are so helpful. Thank you so much. All right, there is the bid end from Tracy. Shanna and Kathy, both of your just in cases did come in after the bid end. So that would be the lag into play. So make sure you guys go out and refresh periodically through the sale as well to make sure that you're most current that you can be. All right, Kathy, this will be coming to you for 55. Congratulations, Kathy. Thank you so much. All right.
And before I forget, those planters, each one of those planters had a giveaway. So, John, you get 3 giveaways. So real quick, John, these will be coming. These are old 1990s Gibson tissue, little tissue ghosts and bats. I don't know if you guys remember this confetti that people used to put these in greeting cards and then you'd open it up. So you get the confetti, John, and you'll also get the 1990s. This is like a plastic ghost garland. So this is from Gibson as well. So, John, all that will be coming with those planters for you. So,
Jason, can I go back real quick?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I told Cambria that she won a giveaway 2 rounds ago, and I forgot to show her when I was up here. So, Cambria, you won this fun little mini pumpkin bucket to go with your double shakers. Okay, so that was your giveaway winner. All right, Jason. Sorry.
All right, and like I said, John, those are yours. I forgot to show it, and I'm sure they'll go into some great displays. I'm anxious to see it. So, Amy, my next item is going to start at $32, and it is on this. I think it's on the harder to find. This is one of these plastic candy containers. I'm not sure the manufacturer. This reads Rosboro to me, but I couldn't find it to document that. So I'm selling this as a vintage candy container. This is the hard plastic. And I'm starting it at $32. It's in very good condition. You can see paint is in very good condition. He's a cute little pumpkin fellow playing his accordion. Usually, boy, that is really, really faded tonight. Usually when you find these, all of this cold paint, all of this airbrushed paint is missing. There's no major deep scuffing to the face. There's just a little bit of wear here to his nose. So Mar, thank you so much. I see you for 32. So we're looking for 33 or more. This little guy here measures about 5 inches tall by about 4 inches across. So Cheryl, I see you're 35. There's no chips or damage to the plastic at all. So you can see underneath. This would have been a candy container, which would have had either lollipops. Usually they're smaller, but it would have had candy in it. And then the children could have played with these once they ate the candy. So a lot of these got destroyed or just completely, scuffed up. All the paint's missing. They don't really look that great. So antiques for you, I see you're 39. So we're looking for 40 or more. And again, I'll show you real quickly that there is no fading to this. This is not a real deep orange. It's a creamier orange. I actually had 2 of these and I sold one earlier and they looked identical. So I can at least document that. The inside is very clean. Again, paint is in very good condition. Cheryl, I see you're 42. He's just missing maybe a little bit on his nose, but I think that gives him a good patina. And there might be some light scuffing here and maybe here, but he displays so well. And if you guys aren't into spooky Halloween, I think this is a real neat, like 1950s kitschy kind of Halloween. And you can definitely keep this little guy out all fall season long. He doesn't just have to come out for Halloween. So
I love the black and white on that.
I love the fact that he's belting it out. You can see he's really giving it his all. He's playing his accordion. And to me, this is very quintessential for like the 1950s. He has that like Three Stooges kind of haircut, like Mo almost. He's just belting it out. So antiques for you, I saw your 45. Cambria, thank you for your 46. So we're back at antiques for you at 55. Again, the measurements are 5 inches tall by 4 across. Paint's in very good condition for its age and no major fading. So you could probably even light him up on the inside and he would glow. So if you were so inclined to stick, and he's big enough in there to stick a little, I would use an LED bulb so it wouldn't put off heat because you wouldn't want to melt him at all. So let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 56 or more. We are doing just in case. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 56 or more. Or Tracy TNT, our official bid ender. Thank you guys so much. And you too, Sharon. Thank you guys for all your help. And thank you guys for hanging out with us this evening or afternoon, depending where you're at. And our love of Halloween. He's just so cute. All right, so there's our bid end. So antiques for you, we see you're just in case of 85. So congrats. You had 55, so it is yours for $55. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Amy, I have choice for 30. And I'm Garden Guy Bill, if you don't know me, and I can't not bring planters to a sale.
I wondered, Bill, if you're going to bring out some planters.
But when I bring planters to holiday sales, I bundle them, which means I fill them full of goodies.
Yeah.
So I have 2 planter bundles today. And for that price, you will get everything inside, almost all of which is vintage. And I have 2 of these, and essentially they have the same sorts of things in them, but I will deconstruct them so you know what's in there. So both of the planters I have are Holland floral molds. This one is actually from 1987, and the other Holland floral mold I have, which is a jack-o'-lantern, is from 1991. Jason brought 3 exceedingly difficult planters to find today. Halloween planters, as I said before, are pretty tough. So let me just give you a quick close-up. There's some great vintage 60s, 70s, and 80s in here, including a tin noisemaker, including a Hallmark honeycomb owl. And I will show you all of those in a minute, as well as some vintage cake picks. This is the second choice. This Funny looking, yeah. Funny looking. He's very vintage inspired. Again, this one's from 1991. The only condition issue on either of these two planters is this little mark in between his eyes here, which could be something you could correct if you want. So let me show you, if you decide to bid on these, what you would get on the inside. They both have a Halloween pencil. They're both witches. They're different witches, but you will get a pencil in both of them. You will get a reprint. I have this just mounted on a pencil. You will get a reprint of a classic 1940s die cut figure. This is a 2002 reprint. So right on the verge of being vintage itself, but it's also inspired by those 1940s vintage die cuts. So each bundle will have that. As I said, each bundle has a tin noisemaker. And they both are old. You can see the condition issue on this one, but the graphic is just spectacular, has a wooden handle. So this comes with it as well. You will also get one of these 1980s glow molds, which for those of us who remember were bottle stoppers, and we could put them on top of our soda bottles. And they also could be turned into banks later on if that's what we wanted. So really cool bottle stopper. You'll get 2 vintage cake picks. Each one has one witch and one skeleton. You'll get one of these cool 1980s glow-in-the-dark bats. Remember these?
Yeah. Throwback Bill, yeah.
Yeah, they used to come on necklaces. You can hang them. They have little holes for hanging here. You'll get what is, I don't think, a vintage Pez container, but I do have a Pez container in each one. And then each one has one of these vintage Hallmark owl honeycomb pumpkins.
Very cool.
So the second one has essentially the same things, slight variations in terms of which die cut you get or which pencil you get, but they both have essentially the same pieces in them. So while I reconstruct, I have fun putting these together. I joke all the time, this is the closest I'm ever going to get to being crafty, but it has my love of planters in it. So
that's a great arrangement, Bill.
Yeah, and again, if you didn't want to use them as planters, you could just reconstruct them as a display on its own.
And these make great gifts. So if you have if you're going to a Halloween party, it's already there. You can just hand this over to them. They're going to really be impressed if you give this to them as a gift.
So the larger of the 2 planters is 6.5 inches tall, and the smaller of the 2 planters is 6 inches tall because it doesn't have that stem. So I'll go ahead and start a countdown. I see Linda's in at 35. Thank you so much.
Bill, real quick, they want to know what the noisemaker is in the second one.
There's a different noisemaker in the second one. That's
okay. That could be a good deal breaker. They want to know what that one is.
The differences in the second one is instead of a pumpkin Pez, there's a ghost Pez. The graphic on the reprinted die cut is different. In the second one is this noisemaker with the moon,
the owl.
Yeah, and it does still have its handle. A lot of these handles get lost, but still the same vintage owl honeycomb, the same vintage bottle stopper, the bat, and the cake picks are all the same.
I wouldn't be able to pick which one. Sorry.
And Bill, on the noisemaker, is it plastic or is it wood that you hold it when you spin it?
The second one is plastic. The first one is wood.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to do a better job.
No, they're just spilling out with the good. That's what that means. It's spilling out
they're
with the
oozing with Halloween goodness.
Yeah, I love them. So Linda's in at 38. We're looking for 39 or more. I'll go ahead and start a countdown, and this is choice for either the jack-o'-lantern or the pumpkin. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're looking for a bid of 40 or more, or the bid end from Tracy TNT. Linda's in at 40. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. I'm glad you appreciate these. Okay, John is in at 41. Shanna came in at 120. Okay. Linda, your 42 came in after the bid end. I'm sorry. So Shanna, you have first choice at 42. Let me know if you would like the pumpkin or the jack-o'-lantern or both. And then John, you're in second place with 41. Linda, you're in third place with 40. So Shanna wants both. Thank you both. Thank you all for your bids, and thank you, Shanna.
That's amazing. So good, Bill. So
Thank
good.
you.
I love when you bring planters full of goodness. You never disappoint with the stuff that you put in there too.
I appreciate that, Amy.
Okay. So my next item is another handmade item up next. It's going to be starting at $40. I don't get to make a ton of these because um, the certain colors of Halloween, I think for me, are orange, purple, and green. And I don't come across a lime green can very often, especially to bring out some frogs and witchiness as well. So this is one of my kitsch can arrangements. I have been making these for about 5 years or so now. This is only the second year that I've been able to find enough things to do Halloween ones. So on the top here was a vintage Japan Herman Pecker graduation doll, which I have reconstructed, made a little witchy dress and a witch hat, and made into a witch. And the witch is holding onto a vintage black cat cupcake pick. I have added a vintage starburst sequin with a rhinestone and a little feather onto the hat. So the hair of the witch is kind of like a dark red color. And then down here, we've got a little vintage flower, a little vintage frog. We've got a lime green and black polka dotted mushroom, a green bottle brush tree, and then a little bit of sparkly creepy tree in the back. The tinsel around here is not vintage. That is just vintage inspired looking tinsel. And the base is a vintage soda pop can. And it is got great, great graphics. I love the variation of the greens in here. And I always do like to always say where the cans come from because I find a whole bunch of different ones that I've never seen before. This particular one is from distributed by Topco in Skokie, Illinois. So just fun, the Gala soda cans. I do have a couple more colorways of this particular can that I'm going to be doing Christmas with. So I'm excited to get that stuff out. It is signed by me here on the back side. Totally one of a kind. So measurement here on this, it measures 11.5 inches tall to the top of the hat. And I always measure the width of whatever is hanging off of the can. So it's 4.5 inches wide because of the little cattail that's poking out the back. But I love putting these together. A lot of the pose dolls from Japan that I decide to craft with usually have some sort of issue or damage to them. So I try and give them a little glam up, a little makeover so that they are fun again. But I love his little face. There's tiny little freckles and eyelashes on the face there. Like I said, this was a graduation doll that was actually had a hanger on it. So it was meant to be an ornament, but he had some damage when I picked him up. So he had to be a witch, I think. And there's a tiny little frog tucked down in there.
I love the green, Amy. That's such, I mean, the way you married the green tree with the green mushroom, with the green can. I mean, that green is quintessential Halloween green.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I loved it. I think that they just had to go together. When I picked up this can, I found three. I think pink, blue, and green is what I picked up. And the green immediately said Halloween to me. So, all right, Cindy, I do see your 40. Thank you so much. And I see Kim's in at 45. So I'm going to start that countdown. I encourage you ladies to put in a just in case. We do have a weird lag. It seems like it's gotten worse as the evening has went on. So definitely don't wait to put in any final bids or just in cases, you guys. All right. Cindy is in at 50. So we're looking for 51 or more. Again, the measurement on this is 11.5 by 4.5. Okay, so that's the size there. He is a little bit taller because of the hat. All right, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Amy, what I love about these is that I struggle sometimes to decorate in the kitchen. And when you use these cans, I think they're great to just
that's a good idea.
on the counter. Sorry, Bill. I didn't mean to talk. I think we both talked at the same time.
It's okay.
All right, so I do see there's 2 just in cases of 60. In the case of a tie, I have to go by who I see first. So Cindy did have the first just in case of 60. So this will be coming to Cindy for 60. Congratulations. Thank you so much for everybody that bid on this item today. And thank you guys again just for being here today and joining us tonight. We've been planning the sale for some months and saving the good stuff for you guys. So thank you so much. All right, Jason.
And please, while we have over 130 of you in the house, please make sure you're following all of us. Please make sure you're following Bill over on Instagram at GardenGuyBill. His link is in the description. Please make sure you're following Enamour Amie. You're here on her channel. It's very easy to follow her. Please give me a follow here as well, and follow all of us over on Instagram, like I also said with Bill. So my next to last items are going to be choice, and it's going to be choice at $20, and it's going to be on these, what I'm calling new old stock. These are from Beisel or Beisel, depending how you want to pronounce it. This is the Scarecrow. This has never been opened.
Oh, wow.
I can tell when I look really hard here at his arm, there is a slight crease. It does not go all the way through. I think when he was stored, he wasn't stored properly, but I don't think it's all that bad. I'll try to show you if I can, but just please know there is a slight crease in his arm. But other than that, he's never been out. So his tissue paper, his honeycomb has to be in perfect condition. All of the tabs are in perfect condition. And this is original from probably back in the 1970s. So this is not a reproduction. This is the original real deal. I think this is great because it's a 2-for-1. You get the original packaging that you can use to decorate with. And then if you open it properly, you can use him as well. So that's your first choice. Your second choice is also on a Beisel or Beisel. This is a.
That's right, John. That's how I say it too.
Yep, Beisel. That's what we did too. But I heard some people start to call it Beisel or Beistel with like they added a little. But so this guy is spooky. This guy is a centerpiece. So he is not a honeycomb. This is old stock, but it looks like somebody ripped him open. So let's go ahead and show you real quick what he entails. He has never been used. He's made of cardboard. And what's great about him is I'm sure you guys can guess, he glows. So all of that pink that you see glows. So does what's great is if you guys can see, we're the same color green that Amie had. There's little specks of pink in there. So that also glows. So it also gives it like a 3D effect. So he's in there, he's cardboard. And then it comes with the original cardboard casket that's never been really folded or used. That goes like that. He fits inside, and he also has both of his mice that they also glow as well. So
not
you get
even punched out.
Right, exactly. So you get all of that. So this is complete. So it is complete. So Mar, I see you're 21. We're looking for 22 or more. So in this guy actually came with measurements on the package. He measures about 11 by 12. So again, these are 1970s. That was my best, era that I could figure that these were. These are Beisel or Beisel. I like to say both because I don't know. I guess in case I'm saying it wrong, I'm covering both bases. So you will get Spooky. That's his name. You get him. He's complete. And then your other choice is the Scarecrow, which is the cardboard, and it is the honeycomb that, comes out. So that is tissue paper in there. And there is a slight crease in his arm that I did notice. That must have just been from storage. So let's go ahead and count these down. We are 21. We are looking for 22 or more, and that's on choice. So let's go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Mar, about the year, I still think these are probably 1970s. They might just be late 60s, but the bid I know, these are probably definitely 1970s. All right, so I saw your 22. Then, John, we see you back at 23, and there's the bid end. So, all right, John, at 23, let me know if you wanted Scarecrow or if you want Spooky, and you can definitely take both. And then Strabel, is that Strabel Supply Company, you have backup at 22. So John, I got you for the Ghost. So the Ghost is yours at 23. Thank you guys at 23. So I got you for Ghost. And that goes to JK. And then, so this one is still available at the 22 at Strabel Supply Company. So Strabel Supply Company, let me know if you're interested at 22. And I think those were, and then Mar would have backup at 21.
Yeah, Mar would be next. Yep.
Okay, so Strabel, let me know. This one has never been opened, but I think it was just stored improperly and got a small little crease in there. All right, it's yours then. Congratulations for 22. Thank you guys so much.
Yay. Love when that works out.
Thank you, Helen. Happy to see you here today.
Hi, Helen.
I'm going to start this at 34, Amy. And I also have one of these plastic candy containers. And this is a Rosbro piece. It is the Scarecrow with the jack-o'-lantern head. He is 4.5 inches tall, 3.5 inches across. And if you know anything about this particular piece, it comes in two styles. There's also a Scarecrow with an orange and black checked coat. So if you're a collector, it's something to look out for. These are becoming exceedingly difficult to find. And in fact, I've never actually found one that still had the original elastic on the top of it. It's one of these pieces of elastic with, I don't know what these little pieces of metal are called, but it's meant to hang off something. If I could show it to you without getting my fingers all over it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's meant to hook into something so that you can hang it and it can kind of dangle there and be scary. It does have its candy container hole in the back here, but it's just a sweet piece. Again, this sort of plastic Rosbro Halloween stuff, when you find it, you feel really lucky that you found it. Happy to bring it to a population of people who appreciate it's in great condition. I will point out that, let's see, there is a little black spot you can see right now since it's focused in between his eyes. I don't know if that is the paint or some other thing. I didn't try to remove it. But other than that, in really good condition. A couple areas on his coat, one here and one here, where either it wasn't fully painted or the painting has chipped off over time. But other than that, in really good condition. No repairs on this. I've seen ones with the arms and legs broken off and repaired.
So have I.
So just a really nice piece of true vintage Halloween from probably one of the premier Halloween companies producing mid-century Halloween pieces. So just a cute little guy. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Right now, Shanna has the high bid at 34. We have one more round after this. After Amy has two more items, and we have one more round. So we're looking for 35 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So just looking for Tracy TNT's bid end. There it is. So Shanna came in with a just in case of 45, but Lori came in with a bid of 48. So Antiques for You, this is coming to you for $48. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Oh, and you get my last giveaway, which is another one of those safety pin art beaded candles, which is really cool. So Lori, I'll send this to you as well.
And Amy, can I have a moment? I forgot these went with the two new old stock that I did. John, this one's coming to you. And then Surplus, this one's coming to you. They were giveaways with my last item. So.
I know. We all marked down which item was going to win, and then we've all forgotten what to say. All right. So my last handmade item will be this round, and I'm going to be starting at 40. And every holiday, I try and make some of these. These are wreaths that I make. I do call them my kitsch wreaths. So like I mentioned a little bit earlier in the sale, I do have quite a large vintage greeting card collection. And so I do make scans of cards out of my personal collection so I don't have to use the originals or damage them in any way. So we've got a fun vintage witch here in the center. You can't forget the when and where. The spirits just won't let you. Because when it's time, if you're not there, the spooks will come and get you. One of my favorite cards, for sure. So it is wrapped in black tinsel. This does measure 10.5 inches in diameter. So I have added a fun vintage cake topper of the pumpkin and the black cat. We've got some fun little sparkly and shiny ornaments and some sparkly bits. We've got a vintage skull cupcake pick. We've got a sparkly black star. And we've got a vintage spun cotton ball with a spooky spider and a vintage mercury glass reflector flower there at the top. It does have a yellow baker's twine hanger here on the backside, and it is also signed by me at the bottom, so that you know you are getting totally one of a kind. And when I make these, I never decorate them the same twice. So nobody will ever have the same wreath as you. I love making these every season. I might whip up one other one maybe next week on We Are Vintage. We'll see if I have time to make another one. But I do want to move on to Christmas very badly. So we'll see if I get any more Halloween made. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for your kind comments about things tonight as well. All right, Shanna, I did see you in at 40, and I saw Sharon came in at 42. So we're looking for 43 or more. I'm going to start that countdown because we still do have one more round to get through tonight. All right, so if you guys are interested in getting in on this, now would be the time to put in any final bids or just in cases. Again, this does measure 10.5 inches in diameter. It is a foam wreath wrapped in black tinsel. So it is just a plain shiny black tinsel. All right, we're looking for 43 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And yes, you guys, I did craft up and decorate my witch hat as well. Owls are one of my favorite things to do at Halloween, and he has a tiny little witch hat on. It's kind of like Inception on my hat. All right. Shanna was not playing around. She threw in the just in case of 120. So Shanna, you will win for 43. Congratulations, Sharon. Your 47 did come in after the bid end, hun. So congratulations, Shanna. Thank you so much. I think this is your first kitsch wreath. I think it is. So congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right. My last items are going to be choice. It's going to start at $20 each, Amy, $20 each, and they are on vintage Halloween postcards. They are in pretty good condition. They are both postmarked 1918, and they were both made in Germany. So if that helps you guys, figure out if you're interested. Again, they are both used, and they were both printed in Germany. They do have a little wear to the corners, but this is your first one. This is the Halloween greetings, and we all love the vintage hyphenated Halloween. And I don't see little boys on a lot of postcards that often. So I thought this was really cute and endearing and would look great in a flower frog. So this is your first choice at $20. And they both of these postcards measure 5.5 by 3.5. So Strable Supply Company, I see your 20. So this is your first choice right there. And then the second one is this one right here. And I think this one is really unique. So this one is also a Halloween card from Germany, and it's the highest expectations of Halloween. So this one is sort of unique. So I will read this because it may not show up too well. Well, there it does. So basically what this states is this would be a young lady, which I find ironic that it's a young girl. She's blindfolded and she's blowing the candle. And what it states is it says, if with one puff you blow out the light, this is a sign you'll marry this year. If when 2 or 3, your chance is slight. And if more, give it up for the night. So basically, it's saying that if you're able to blow that out in one blow, you will probably marry within the next year. If it takes you one or two, slight chances you're going to marry. But if you can't blow that out to save your life, just go to bed. So you're 24.
So good.
You can see on the corners, there are some issues on the corners. These are not perfect, but these were mailed, and these are over 100 years old. So these are definitely antiques. And of course, we all love that penmanship on the back. They are postmarked 1908, both of them, and they are both German. And again, you can see the corners here on this one, and especially that corner is missing some, but they still display well, and I think it gives them a good aesthetic and a good patina. So, Julie, we're at 24. We're looking for 25. That's on choice. Let's go ahead and count these down. Let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Julie, you got the high bid at 24. We're looking for 25 or more. See you back at 25. Thank you so much, Strable Supply Company. So we're looking for 26 or more, and that is on choice. You can take one or two at that high bid on these vintage German Halloween postcards. So there's the bid end. So Strable, go ahead and let me know if you want both, or we'll call this one girl and we'll call this one boys, and that would be at $25 each. You can definitely take them both. You can either have the girl at 25 or the boy, or take them both at 25 each. And then, Julie, you'll have backup at whatever's left. And then if you want the first one. So the first one I showed was the boys. So thank you. I got you down for the boys, and that was at 25. Okay, so at 25. Thank you so much. So then, Julie, let me know if you wanted the girl at 24. And if you don't, we'll bring it back during the recap, but I will watch the comments. Julie, let me know at 24 if you wanted the girl. All right. Thank you.
Sharon, as far as I know, and you guys can chime in if you know too, as far as I know, that was just a pronunciation like back in the day. So the hyphen would indicate a pause. So instead of saying Halloween like we say it now, it would be Halloween. Like you would put a little pause in there. I think it's just a pronunciation thing, but I could be wrong. But that's what I think.
Julie, I got you for the other one. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she wants that. All right, awesome. Okay. All right, Bill, we'll get you up here.
Okay, so my last round, I have choice starting at 14, Amy, and it's choice for the same thing. I have two of these amazing vintage trick-or-treat bags. They are in such good condition. They were made by the Triangle Bag Company, which was a company that was in production in the 1960s and 70s. They were made in Covington, Kentucky. So they do date to the late 1960s or the early 1970s. And it makes a lot of sense because I remember as a child, these are the things when you went to the grocery store, you would get in your grocery bags right before Halloween. And as you can see, they're both sizable. This is 12.5 inches long and 8 inches across. And other than, I mean, the condition up here is just the glue as it would have been originally. So this one, I don't see anything remarkable to tell you about. The second one, there is a crease. There is a crease on the front right here above the witch's broom, but it's not a tear. It's just a crease. But they are fantastic, and for me, they definitely are nostalgic as well. If you're someone who puts displays together or likes to hang things on the wall, this is just such a beautiful graphic with this moon, the happy moon, the witch, and then this little house in the distance with smoke that sort of looks like a ghost coming out of the chimney, and this long fence-lined road. Just really fantastic, and all accomplished in only 3 colors. I mean, really, really great stuff.
I saw somebody on Instagram last year, actually 2. One Christmas tree that was decorated all in vintage masks, and then the other one was all decorated in vintage trick-or-treat bags, and it was like so cool. It was so cool.
Oh, and that reminds me, Amy, too, this exact design also came in the smaller bag that would be just the treat bag. So families could buy the smaller bags to give their treats out in. So that was I don't think people do that anymore. I mean, Halloween is so different today for the children than it was for us. But yeah, so I have 2 of these. If anyone else is interested in putting in a bid, I just think they're fantastic. So Strable Supply Company has the high bid right now at 15. I'll go ahead and start a countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thanks so much for your bids, everyone. I was so happy to find these. I took these out of an attic with a lot of other great vintage Halloween that I found.
Sarah, I'm supposed to be Mother Tucker.
It's Grandmama Tucker.
Grandma Tucker. Thanks for noticing, Sarah.
And you're doing a fine job at it, Jason.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill.
Okay, so there's Tracy's bid end. So before the bid end, Shanna, you came in with a bid of 25. Just let me know if you would like 1 or 2. And if you only want 1, the backup bid goes to somebody else.
Backup here was Strable.
Great. Yep. I can watch the comments. You mean.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Yes, Gam Tucker.
Gam approved right here, gang.
Gam approved. All right. My last Shanna just wants 1.
No problem.
Yep. So Strable, just let Bill know if you want the other one for 15. Okay, so my last item is going to be a choice, and we're going to start the choice at $10. So I have 2 available of new in package Bystol, and this is a double pack of jointed skeletons in the original packaging. These are they are dated 1970 Bystol. So there's 2 skeletons per package, and I kept a package for myself, and I just couldn't help myself, so I had to take them out of the package because I do decorate with these. But I wanted to show you what they look like unfolded, so you know what you're getting. Again, there's 2 in each package. So let me fold these down. So they do fold up rather nicely inside the package and condense down pretty good. All right, your leg goes down this way. There we go. Okay, so he's nice and long, fully jointed. Again, those were new old stock skeleton funsies. So you can pose these any way that you want. Fun, just classic Halloween decorations. I remember my elementary school teachers would always break out the die cuts and these jointed guys and just pose them all over the room, all along the edging of the chalkboard. I have really good memories of these. Yes, so super fun. So fully jointed 1970 Bystol. So I have 2 packages available that are new old stock, not been opened. So there are 2 skeletons per package. The skeletons folded up like this. So inside the package, they measure about 11 inches is the size of this all condensed. I think it says that the skeletons fold out to be 56 centimeters. I'm not sure how long exactly that is, but they are long fellows. All right, so you are bidding on choice, so you can take 1 package or 2. Again, there's 2 skeletons per package. So I am seeing your guys' bids. Thank you so much. Linda currently has the high bid at 14. So I'm going to start that countdown because we still have a couple more things to get through tonight and a recap. All right, so we're looking for 15 or more on choice. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. This is why you don't let the vintage out of the packaging. They go a little crazy without that oxygen. All right, Strable, I see 15 from you. Zona has a just in case of 22. There is the bid end from Tracy. Linda, your 16 did come in after the bid end. So Zona, you have first choice at 16. So just let me know if you want 1 package or 2. You certainly can take both if you would like. And then Strable would be next in line for 1 if Zona doesn't take both. And I will just pay attention to the comments. Thank you guys again so much for being here tonight. All right. Let me get Jason over here. There we go.
I think we're ready for recap, aren't we?
Oh,
yeah.
Are we? Oh, yeah, that was last. You're right.
Yep, I think we're
ready.
That
I go last. Zona wants 1. All right, let me write this down real quick.
Okay.
And
gang, while she writes that down, please make sure you're following all 3 of us. Please make sure you're following Bill at GardenGuyBill over on Instagram. Hopefully we can get him over here on YouTube doing some content maybe in the future. Make sure you're following Amie over on Instagram and here on YouTube. The names are the same. And for me as well, the names are exactly the same. Mother Tucker's Antiques here on YouTube or over on the Instagram.
Real quick, I put us all up here so you have our emails. Reminder tonight before we get to the recap, if you want an item tonight and you haven't purchased from us before, do make sure as soon as the sale is done tonight, or you can send it right now, we do need your YouTube name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. So we do need that information from you as soon as the sale is done tonight. All right, so let me get back over here. So we're going to do the recap right now, you guys. So if you are interested in claiming anything during the recap, we will do a claim on an item, but do make sure to put in the item plus the price if you're trying to claim something, just in case there's something that's multiple items at the same price, so we know what you're talking about. And if there's more than one person that does claim during the recap, we will turn that into a quick little auction and do a short little countdown to break any ties.
And gang, I might be the only one with a recap because I had a lot of choice things. Oh, okay. All right. So we'll do this really quick. These were left over from my candle choice. So these would be $13. So if you're interested in the owl, that would be $13. There's just a little bit of paint wear right there, as you can see. It wants to focus on my face. So you can see a little bit of, come on now. You can see a little bit of paint wear right there. So if you're interested in the owl, just put owl 13. He does not have his original cardboard base. I also had the little girl. So you can put her in. You could put girl for 13. She does have her original bottom. So that was left from my candle lot. The only die cut I had left was the Made in USA. This is the witch with the cauldron. It does glow. So the green does glow. As you can see, in very good condition. It was, taped to the wall at some point. But other than that, in good condition, just put die cut. That was $12. So if you're interested, put die cut 12. And then for my flower pick lot, I had these 2. Okay, I got you, Susan. Let me write you down real quick for the girl. So the girl, and that was Susan. Susan, and okay, got you there. AUBER. Thank you so much. And then from my flower picks, you're going to get both of these. Oh, I got you, John. Thank you for the die cut. JK, got you for that. And then my last flower pick for $12, you're going to get both of these. One, I think, is Japan. This is actually a big flocked spun head. This is the plastic flocked in very good condition. All right, Donna, I got you for the owl. I'll write you down for that. So then these were left. You'll get both of these for $12. So that's $6 each. So $12, just put in flower picks, and they could be yours. All right, Donna, thank you. Got you for the owl.
Okay. Bill, do you have anything?
I have one item, Amy.
Okay.
The one item I have left for $18 is this hobbyist scarecrow with the crow that's not scared piece. This is a Duncan Enterprise mold from 1980, made by someone with the initials DJH in 1981. In great condition, signed by the artist on the bottom. $18 if anyone's interested. You can just write crow $18. Thank you.
Okay. I don't have anything to recap, but Shanna, I wanted to show you what you won in your giveaway. You won a fun little Bystol die cut pumpkin guy. So he's going to be coming with your wreath. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. All right. I'm going to put us all back on the screen. All right. So thank you guys so much for loving Halloween, loving the fun vintage, and definitely loving my handmade. Thank you guys so much for the bottom of my heart, and just for hanging out with us tonight. I do want everybody to talk about where we can find you next, for sure, and when you're planning on doing your packing, shipping, and invoicing for today. Bill, you want to go first?
Sure thing. So I'll be packing and invoicing tonight and tomorrow. As long as I have your information, your purchases should go out no later than Friday. You can find me next on Friday. I have 2 sales on Friday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have a vintage and vintage inspired Christmas sale on Whatnot. So if you're familiar with Whatnot, that's another selling platform. And then at 9 o'clock Eastern on Friday, I will be with Marcy the Vintage Bulldog over on Instagram with a Christmas sale.
All right, Jason.
All right, here we go. Tomorrow night here on YouTube, I will be back with my vintage gent, Mr. David Junk Antiques, for the Vintage Gents live sale. That'll be on my channel tomorrow night. It's going to be our first quad that we've ever done. We are very privileged and very happy to have Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, joining us, and along with Michael, the Cult of Vintage. So I know we all have some really, really good vintage in store for you. And then Thursday, it's going to be the Vintage Quartet over on Sarah's channel, The Traveling Button. Our guest is the one, the only, Amie, right there. Amie is going to be joining us. And then, of course, you have myself in that sale. And then you also have David, Drunk Antiques. And then next Tuesday, same time, right here on Tuesday, all of my treasure hunters will be back with me. All of my friends. That includes Bill. That includes Sherry from Time for Treasure and Molly from Two Good Friends Vintage. That will be our variety vintage sale. So you'll just have to look for posts and, you know, us to drop our reels for that to see what we'll have.
Okay, so I will be doing my invoicing and packing from yesterday and today tomorrow. Like Jason said, I'm going to be the guest on the Vintage Quartet on Thursday. So if there's anybody here tonight that wants me to hold your stuff over for Thursday, I don't mind doing that, but let me know when you email your information. Otherwise, you'll see something from me tomorrow. And then Thursday, I'm going to be invoicing on Friday for just Thursday's stuff. Okay. So Quartet on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Traveling Buttons channel. That's so much fun. I will have a little bit more Halloween for that sale. And I'm not sure what else. Haven't picked everything out for that yet. And then Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern over on Sarah, the Traveling Buttons channel. Sarah and I do a little talk show every single Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We talk about vintage and antiques and collecting and reselling. It is definitely a chat-driven talk for the first half, and then we follow that up with a little mini live sale after that. So that's every Monday, and next week it will be on Sarah's channel. And then I'm going to be off for the week because I have a half marathon. So I won't be doing any more sales after next Monday for an entire week. But then the following Tuesday, I'll be back on Jason's channel for our monthly kitsch sale. Yep. So that's what I have coming up.
And Amy, I didn't answer your question. Guys, I will be invoicing and packing on Friday and Saturday. I'm sorry. I missed that part.
It's okay. It's all right. We'll figure it out.
It's the hat.
I know. Gam's tired. I know.
It's the hat.
I get it. All right. Again, you can find all of our information and links, all that good stuff down in the description of the video. Thank you again. Big shout out to Tracy TNT for being our bid ender tonight. And thank you, Sharon and Tracy, for putting all of the links and all the helpful information and reminders down in the chat tonight. You ladies are amazing. Thank you for your support. Thank you, everybody that was just here watching today. Thank you to the lurkers. If you were watching and not commenting, that's cool too. Just thanks for hanging out tonight. Thank you, Bill and Jason, for a really fun sale. I really enjoyed tonight. I'm glad that we all share the love for the vintage holidays for sure. Definitely have a great rest of your week, you guys. Don't forget to email us your information if you won something tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and definitely hop on over to the Withering Cottage. Ariana is live right now. She is having a live sale on her channel. Make sure and head on over there for some more vintage goodness at the Withering Cottage. All right, you guys, have a good rest of your evening. We'll see you later. Happy Halloween. Bye, guys.
Bye.